The tree Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear, the hour I first believed.
What up, everybody? Welcome in. My name is Stinger. I will be hosting this evening. However, we do have a Discord available if anybody wants to join that, to join into the conversation. Referencing a little bit of the chat right now, if you're thinking Mule died of the COVID, no, he didn't die of COVID. He didn't get the shot, as far as I know. I don't believe he ever got the COVID shot. Rage is a bunch of sellouts. Well, yeah. I mean, I think so too. But that was an important song to Mule. Yeah, Mule passed away. I am unfortunately here to tell you that his services will be tomorrow. They will be streamed live on YouTube by his family. If you would like to get those links, please let me know. I gotta jump into a Discord call because that's how we're doing the dragon tonight. Why is my computer froze? Ah, come on, man. Okay, I didn't need to open tabs. What's up in the... Hold on a second now, because I'm trying to get in my Discord. 1 second. Close Discord. What? Or someone have this issue. Maybe I need to restart my PC. I don't know. What do you think, Nugs? Yeah, sorry about that. Don't mean to be the bearer of bad news, but I figured I better do a green dragon while I mess with this and try to get my Discord to work. Stop moving around. Hold on, there we go. Nope, there it is. I got it. In task. Okay, let me try loading Discord again real quick. Nugs, if you're watching and you want to give the link to the funeral YouTube thing, that'd probably be pretty dope. And I will tell you here in a second because I'm going to load in again. Where is my stinger one? There it is. All right, Nugs. Okay, wait. All right, Nugs, can you hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me, Nugs? I can't hear you. I do see... Oh, wait, I know why I can't see you. Hold on. I forgot I had to be on here in order to hear you. Try it now.
Hello?
Hi, Nugs.
Test, test.
I see you.
Hi.
Hi. Welcome in.
Hello.
This is what we call a Discord call. Full screen. There we go. Can I don't show again? Looking for something to do? No, go away. All right, Nugs. Now, have you shared in chat at all? I know you pinned it, right? You pinned the links for what exactly? His obituary?
Right, so one that's pinned at the top is the obituary. I did paste the link at the very beginning of the Discord call, but I will paste it again.
Okay. So, for those who are curious, you can go on to the Green Dragon right now. I believe it's the last video on the Green Dragon was a video by Mule. And he had posted a little bit of an update of him having an accident of the snow falling off his roof and crushing his foot and having to have some toes removed. That is the start of the downfall, in my opinion. I think definitely from that moment on, it didn't get any better. It just kept getting worse from you. We'll talk a little bit about that tonight. But if you guys are curious about that, I'd encourage you to maybe watch that video here on the Dragon. It's still up. From then, he had some other health issues. I guess he had some arthritis in his back he was talking about. I don't know what they did about that, but I do know that he developed spinal MRSA, which was a very bad thing for somebody who was already losing bone mass in his spine. And so he lost even more bone mass in his spine and became even more frail. And it was difficult, right? I saw him a few times and he was frail, you know. He wasn't the Mule that I met years and years and years ago. But, you know, I figured, you know, he's gonna get back there. You know, he's gonna work himself back in there. You know, he got his toes amputated. He kept working on it. You know, I went to go visit him. He got his spinal MRSA. I went to go visit him. I went to visit him another time after his spinal MRSA, and he was doing better enough to want to go out to the church, which is his friend's house range, Church of the Second Amendment. So he went out there, and it was very painful for him. He had to ride in the vehicle laying down, and every bump really hurt, you know, because he's dealing with this spinal infection, spinal MRSA. And but he got out there, and he had a good time, and we all had a great time out there on the range, and I got great video of that. I think I have that on my second channel, Poison Stinger 2. And so yeah, that was really good time. I go home, and it's quite a few months. I guess this happened. I don't know. Was it January of last year? When did Colin?
March.
March.
Mm-hmm.
So in March of this year, Mule is
2025.
okay. Yeah. So at the beginning of the year, Mule is doing better. He's not in the hospital anymore. He's at home. They're having issues with their children. As some of you might know, they were basically fostering some of their grandkids, and they had up to 6 small children in that house. Mule, Dawn, the wife, and maybe one other relative here and there. Colin was there, right? And so Colin was pretty much the man of the house. He was the only man of the house. So he was taking care of everything while Mule was laid up with, you know, spinal MRSA. And so he was responsible for a lot. And something happened, and I guess Colin couldn't take the pressure anymore and attempted to commit suicide by shooting himself in the head. He failed, and he lived, but he's seriously messed up, and he had a traumatic brain injury, obviously. And he's having issues with that, as one would, with seizures and other medical issues. Really devastating stuff. Meanwhile, Mule now blames himself for Colin. I would imagine there was an argument before that, but I don't know, and I don't want to assume too much, so please don't. That's just my own opinion. I don't know. But Colin couldn't take it, and I'm surprised. I was shocked. I was absolutely 100% blown away. I would have never thought Colin would have ever done that. I was very disappointed in Colin for that. And he's been struggling, going in and out of rehab and having his medical issues and coming in and out of it. It's really been bad for him, and it's really been bad on Mule. G Mango, Mule Saints, God fucking damn it. Yeah, I heard about G Mango just recently, but I don't know any details. Mule had a lot of health issues, but he was solid in the head. What up, old bag? Yeah, he had a lot on his plate. So, I mean, think about this. He's had spinal MRSA. He can't do much. The kids that they were, basically raising got taken away eventually because I guess the father came back for a while. And then they couldn't handle the kids, so they then gave them back to Mule and Dawn. So sometimes they're raising, little babies, and sometimes they're not. These guys are in their 60s, Mule and Dawn. And a lot of it came down to Colin. And yeah, as I said, he couldn't take the pressure, I guess, because he tried to commit suicide. It didn't work. And I think Mule blamed himself quite badly over that. And Mule also can't do much, and they're getting kicked out of their place to live pretty soon. And they had no, he's every time I'm talking to this guy, he's talking about no hope this, no hope that. Now he's talking religion too, and I'm talking to him religion as well. And all of a sudden he doesn't really start returning my calls very much. And I'm not trying to bug him, but I'm like trying to be there at a distance, as a man friend does. You don't want to be a bitch. So you try to call him here and there, and I had just texted him a few days prior, but I hadn't called him on Christmas, and I wish I had a. But anyway, I guess it was a few days after Christmas. Everybody left the house, and Mule was there by himself, and Mule decided to also opt out and shot himself in the head. Unfortunately, he did not survive. So, Mule's gone. And I am blown away myself because I would have never guessed it. What a year. What a year. From March to December. Now, I want you to think of Don, his wife. Like because he didn't really do that very much, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know the situation. Maybe he thought he was actually going to help because he wouldn't be a detriment. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know what his thoughts were. But I know it's absolutely crushed his wife. She's now kind of pretty much lost her son. I mean, he's there sometimes, but he has a lot of medical issues and has to be in rehab and is a medical financial drain, as you can imagine. I think Dawn works in the healthcare field in a like a nursing home. What is it? No,
It's a nursing home.
A nursing home, but not the kind that Colin could be in, I suppose. No.
No, it's like an old folks nursing home.
She doesn't get paid a whole bunch, but she's been at that job for years. So she's got seniority and stuff, right? So that's important. Which daughter is moving back in that area? Was it Steph?
Stephanie.
Steph. So she'll have Steph's support a little bit. We have links pinned in the chat. You can go check out the obituary. You can go check out
Inside the obituary at the bottom is a link to their Venmo if you want to make a donation.
Yeah.
They don't know how they're going to pay for his services or cremation or anything at this point, so every little bit helps.
Yeah, that family has been through so much. And we are going to be helping out as much as we can this week. I'll be actually attending his memorial tomorrow, which will be live streamed on YouTube. Where can they find the link to that live stream, Nugs?
As soon as the daughter shares it, I will share it, but I don't have it yet.
Okay. Well, let's see. Where can we share it with people who are in chat now that might want to know later? I mean, there is the Discord. You guys could be joining it. You could be in the call. You could be talking to us live right here, right now. Depending on the asshole that wants to join, that is. There are a few people that I don't really care. Patriot Rooster. Just kidding, Rooster. Oh, is this Irish pub music?
I don't know. I muted the stream.
No, I was just listening. So, in order to get a hold of us, how can we get you guys that information? Well, there are Facebook pages, right? Who is putting? Do we know even which family member is putting on the YouTube stream?
No, I'm just following the oldest daughter, Megan, because she was the one who said that they were gonna do that. So
okay. So what I'd like you. Yeah, go ahead and at least maybe text one of them tonight, maybe like right now, and just ask like, hey, who's putting on the stream tomorrow? You know, I got people that are curious for the link. At least we could link out the channel so that they could go sub the channel or something like that. Anyway, I've got a whiskey here poured. This is going to be some more of my celebration whiskey. This is my 50th birthday whiskey. It was saved for a special occasion. I took a couple extra sips for Mule while I wasn't on the stream last time. But I already did a couple shots for Mule on my own channel, Poison Stinger. Go check out that channel. It is back. I got my original Poison Stinger channel reinstated. So if you thought I was gone, I am back. So check out Poison Stinger here on YouTube if you want to follow me. Also Poison Stinger 2. Those are mine. What up, JJ? What up, JJ Mac? Hey, welcome in. We're going to have a drink for Mule. I told Nugs I'd have 2 drinks for Mule tonight. Maybe 1 drink for y'all and 1 drink for Mule. So I just basically went over the story about Mule. Not too many of us left. Cheers. Why was I trying to down the whole thing? That's a sipping whiskey if I've ever seen one. Whew. It's good though. Angel's Envy. I got to go tour the plant for my birthday. That's why I got a bottle. It's all engraved and everything. It's a special bottle for a special whiskey for special times. I'm gonna sip the next one though. I'm sipping the next one. Where'd my crown go? I have no idea, True Blitz. To be honest, I don't remember everybody in the Dragon, and I apologize. You know? JJ, I remember you. Civilian Soldier, sounds familiar. Old Bag, not so much. Blues Girl, sorry. I don't. Rich Huff, I think that might sound familiar. Y'all might have changed your channel names too. Truth being punished again for speaking like real male with red, white, and blue balls. I don't have blue balls. Nugs makes sure of it. So you guys want to know a little bit about me? Yeah, I will also miss Pastor Mule. So some of you might know this, but I used to be big. I used to be, okay, at my heaviest, I was 525 pounds. About in 2019, I got diagnosed with pulmonary hypertension, which is high blood pressure in the right side of your heart. Now, high blood pressure in the left side of your heart, no problem. Have a pill, here you go, cheers, be on your way. High blood pressure on the right side of your heart is caused by narrowing of your arteries in your lungs, causing the right side of your heart to push harder, to push the blood back into your lungs in order to get reoxygenated to go out through your body. Okay, so it has nothing to do with the heart, it's in the lungs. But it causes the right side of the heart to work harder, eventually enlarging until death. Basically, it makes it harder and harder so I can't breathe. So I'm always out of breath. Not always. I have my good days. I have my bad days. And I'm actually still in group 1. And there's like 3 groups. So I'm still doing really well. But when I got diagnosed, I was like, you know what? I don't want to go out fat. So I talked to my pH specialist. And she wasn't really on board with this because, you know, she's like, you have an increased risk now that it's harder for you to breathe. So being under anesthesia to get the weight loss surgery, that might be a problem. I was like, I don't give a fuck. I'd rather die skinny than fat, or at least have that option. So I decided to get the surgery. I got the surgery under her supervision, lost the weight. I got down to like under 200 just for a little while. I'm over 200. I'm like 220 now, maybe 230. Probably 230. I gained a little extra over the holidays, which we're working on losing. But, you know, having that extra energy, having that, you know, yes, it didn't cure my PAH, but my heart has to work less hard now. I'm a lot more active than I used to be. I'm enjoying life a lot more than I used to be. Blessed. Bro, I am blessed. I'm 100% blessed. Started reading the Bible, going to church, drinking less whiskey. Difficult though. So, who here knows about G-Mangoes? I am curious. Who would like to tell me about G-Mangoes? Nugs. Who here has Discord or would like to join the discussion?
I don't know what happened to G Mangoes. I just know that he passed.
Yeah, same. I'm hoping somebody in chat knows. True, you still got my number. Do I have your number? No.
They were asking somebody else.
Oh, somebody else? Oh, yeah, True Blitz. Okay, sorry, guys. Yeah, got you. But True Blitz doesn't. There's the Discord link. Damn, that whiskey hits fast. Well, what else we got to talk about? This is a green dragon. You'll see if you have your current one. Yeah. If you want to join the conversation, Discords.
I think they're still talking about exchanging phone numbers.
All right. So what I want to get is Tony in here. Let me see if I can text his ass. Where is Tactical Tony? All right, I texted Tony. Hopefully the right Tony.
Okay.
I don't know too many Tonys though, so I'm probably pretty good with that. How you doing, JJ Mac and K? What do you got for Mule? What do you remember Mule for? Do you have any highlights about Mule? Do you have any moments that you remember that was fun? I mean, him kicking me out of the dragon a few times was nice. I think my favorite memory of Mule, though, had to be when I tried to apologize for having the politically incorrect chat. I went up to him and I'm like, dude, I'm sorry about that. Because I really did hurt the dragon quite a bit by using the N-word in a... This was back before Nick Fuentes or whatever, right? This was not supposed to be in a racial way. I wasn't trying to be hateful, but I was trying to address the whole fact that it's a stupid fucking word. Why are we so afraid of it? Let's get past that shit. And it caused a big uproar here on the dragon. A lot of people left, I suppose. And Mule, he's like, no, it's good. You know, you're right. You were correct on that. So I was pretty appreciative of that. It was nice. You see if you Kerwin, what up, Tone? Dude, do you have the disc? Why don't you have your wrench, Tony? See, Tony doesn't even have his wrench. What the fuck? What up, Tone? There's the Discord link.
With the way that she's sounding in this text message, they've just like arbitrarily decided they were gonna like either do it on Mule Team 66 channel or on the Dragon, whichever one they could get into. And she seems rather happy that you have the keys to the Dragon, so she's needing you to stream this tomorrow.
It might be on the Dragon.
It might be.
You would have to help walk them through that. Because all we have is the secondary keys. Yeah, they'd have to log in as you. Keys. Well, you said you knew the password before the old one, right?
Yeah. I know what the password is.
Maybe that gets him into their account. I don't know. From his computer, it would probably be better.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
He has it saved in the passwords.
Yeah. So maybe we need to discuss this with them?
Yeah, she said she's heading home now. She's at work or something. So.
Okay. Well, you know, I can help them out. Oh my goodness. Okay, so check out the Green Dragon. Check out, and I will try to hook it up for the Green Dragon because I'll be there tomorrow at the services. So I'll try to help them out to get it going with the Green Dragon with Nugs' help. We'll try to stream Mule's funeral here on the Green Dragon. If not, maybe on Mule Team 66, depending on who we can get into, yeah? Give me a link, I'll pay for everything. I gave you a link. Riddle Girl gave you a link. She's in there giving you links to Discords. Oh, you'll pay for everything? Bro, that would be a blessing if you pay for their funeral. They could use that. The link for that is up there on the obituary, right, Nugs? So click the link for the obituary at the top of the screen. That should take you to a page where they're asking for donations.
Yeah, so it's the link to the Ottawa Funeral Home, and I'll put it in the chat again also. But at the very bottom, you'll see a Venmo link, and there's a reason that they're doing the Venmo. They do have a GoFundMe, but here's a problem with GoFundMe. They take 30% every time you make a withdrawal. So Venmo doesn't do that, so that's why they're asking to make all your donations through Venmo.
They want every single one of your dollars to count. Yep. So there you go. That's how you can donate. ottawafuneralhome.com/obituary and some other stuff there. Thank you guys. What up, Dawn? Which Dawn is in here? Let me look. We got Curb Stomp. Tony, send me your number. What up, Tone? I texted you a whole bunch of times. Why didn't you respond, bro? I told you I was doing this shit. Did you get that? Y'all need to get better responding to your text messages, bro. Saints and Sappers. Yeah, I heard about Saints and Sappers from Irish. Who here knows who Irish USM? Who here knows who Irish USMC vet is? Saints and Sappers died a few months ago. This is shit. All of our guys are dying. They are. Give, Send, Go is free, is it? I guess they decided for this other one, Venmo. There's the Venmo link. Thank you, Nugs. Sup, Curb Stomp. Welcome in. I'm surprised Tony isn't in here. Tony, how do you not have Discord? By the way, Tony, I wanted to talk to you about maybe co-hosting the Dragon more often. I think politically incorrect, banned in 2015. Yeah, no, it was about then, I think it was. Yeah, that I did that. Maybe later. I don't know. But I was thinking, Tony, what would you think about maybe doing a co-host podcast where we might have guests, but maybe we don't? But it would be, you know, a little bit more structured. Have an actual structured chat. We could have like one a week. Just one a week. We'll pick a topic. We'll both look into it. We'll have our talking points. We'll sit down for an hour or whatever on the Dragon. We'll have a discussion about it. Call it good and have that called a podcast, bro. Green Dragon Podcast. I'm thinking that. I'd be interested if Tony's interested. I think that might be pretty cool. Might be fun. I don't know. Let me know what you think, Tone. All right. What else we got, Nugs? We have the stuff about Mules. Not Give, Sit, and Go. The Venmo. We have all the links. Am I missing anything? I'll be heading out tomorrow. Let's see, it's at what time tomorrow? It was 6? Let me check. What time is the funeral tomorrow? Oh, there is a Tony text. Hold on. You wait until I go live to give me a text back? Sorry, I've been busy working. Still driving home from work. I'll try. Okay, I see what you get. Never mind, Tony. I'm sorry. I forgot I texted you first. You're paying under the table. You're paying under the table. What is this? The fuck is... You get the weirdest text, bro. These spam texts are bullshit. All right, Nugs, I think you had the text when the scheduled of the service started, right? What was it?
It's in the
was it 4?
Thing.
Yeah.
So all right, so I'm just going to read it straight up.
Okay.
The visitation will be held on Friday, January 9th from 4 p.m., this is Central Time, until 6 p.m. at the Ottawa Funeral Home. A funeral ceremony will take place at 6 p.m. Private burial will take place in Ottawa Memorial Park.
All right, yeah, so 4 to 6 with a private burial after. Okay. So that's Central Time, right, Nugs? Yep. So 4 to 6 Central. That would be 5 to 7 Eastern. Do the math where you're at right now. It is 4:36 Arizona time and also Pacific. I think so, right? They're together right now. California and Arizona same time.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so. So 4:36 right now in the west. So that would be 4 o'clock. That'd be 2 hours. It'd be 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I believe, for the West Coast. So I don't mind moving to Rumble. I also like Kick. Kick is a really cool live stream like Twitch, and you don't always have to play games on it. You can plenty of people on Twitch talk politics, so I'm sure you could do the same thing on Kick. So Kick and Rumble. Hopefully Rumble is getting a bigger audience, but even if not, yeah, I think we need to do it on multiples, Tone. And I can do restream, right? So I can stream up to, I think, at least 2 for free, and then I can pay to have extra streaming channels to go to. So we'd probably want to stream to at least 2 different live platforms. And then we could totally save the episodes as podcasts, upload those to Spotify, upload those to whatever. If we had to upload it to YouTube and we couldn't do live on YouTube, then we could edit it down for YouTube. I could edit it down for YouTube, or we could hire somebody else out depending on how good it gets. But I could do the editing until then, I'm sure. And I think if we did 1 a week, it wouldn't be so bad. I could definitely do 1 a week. It's one topic. Maybe we talk about like Venezuela or whatever and all the shit that's going on there and what it means, right? 1 a week, we should have plenty of things to talk about for 1 hour, Tone. You pick like 1 topic, maybe 2. We could actually do 2 topics, like 1 main topic and a wild card. And then we'll go on the main topic, and then we'll do the other one, because we're going to have segments anyway, right? You want it segments, break it up a little bit. We can come up with merch. I can definitely set that shit up. Bro, it could be a thing. I'm willing to put in effort if you're willing to put in time, you know what I mean? Like, I'll do the editing. I'll try to get other things going. And we can donate all the proceeds to Mule and his family. Anything that Dragon makes. That's what I'm thinking. Well, depending on... I guess I could just keep it that way. I don't have to say depending on how... Because all of a sudden my greed kicked in. That's what that was. All of a sudden I'm thinking, well, if it gets really big, no. I don't need the money. I wouldn't mind doing something like that. Keep the dragon going kind of thing. To Mule, to Tony, to everybody here whoever enjoyed the dragon in the first place. Thank you. Y'all have been fun, man. I've had a great time on the dragon. I've loved being part of the dragon. Cheers. Yeah, I'm sipping that last shot. Whew, that's fire. You're moving over to Rumble? Yeah, I want to too. Well, maybe I have my daughter is really good at those banners and your channel art and stuff. So I'm getting her to do mine. Maybe if you need something like that, let me know. I can maybe get you a discount. I know somebody who's good at that. They do all the fancy artwork. You might have to get your photos taken, but other than that, you'll probably be all right. Why aren't you here yet? Sorry, Nugs, what?
So you know how the daughter had asked if we had anything to write for them to read or whatever? I don't know if I should. I had written something, but I just don't know if I should.
Oh.
This.
Is it risky? Is it like maybe a bad thing?
I don't know. People take things weird. Because I was thinking about Mule's laugh when I wrote this. What's the one thing that I remember most about Mule?
Yeah.
His laugh.
Yeah, no, it was a good laugh.
That was a good laugh, right?
It was a great laugh.
So, I don't know. Should I read it here and then you guys tell me?
Go ahead. Go ahead, Nugs. Read it here.
So this is a Mule's laugh. Loud as a gunshot, your laugh. Gruff as truck exhaust. Erupting like a muzzle flash. Unfiltered and sharp. No apologies. Cigarette hanging from the corner of a grin that could crack concrete. A sound that didn't ask permission. It just arrived. Rough-edged masculinity. Pure and uncut. Your volume was a declaration. Your breath smelling of smoke and defiance. The kind of man who filled a room before stepping into it. Loud as a gunshot, but going out bright as a muzzle flame. And that's the problem with that.
Yeah,
right?
no, yeah, that's definitely, it's good and bad at the same time, 100%. I get what your problem is with that, for sure. Yeah. Probably work on it a little bit if you won't. What up, Nugs? Is a great bro. Have you Nugs? Can you please read us one of your published poems?
Oh, which one do you want?
Not really sure, Nugs. You have a lot. I mean, I only know the names of a few of them, to be honest. I've heard most of them, but you know how I am forgetful.
I don't know. What if I did the one that's not published, but I really, really like?
Okay, how's that?
The Eyes Wide Shut Out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Eyes Wide Shut Out by Nugs or by Heidi. You can actually buy this book. Well, you can't buy this book. You can buy her book, though, on Amazon. Go ahead, love.
Yes. Stop making excuses. Stop buying the lies. Just open your heart and uncover your eyes. Everyone's digging a grave of their own, filling it up with the plans that they've sown. You claim you know truth, but you won't even search. That's why you're so easy to leave in the lurch. Molded like clay in the powerful's hands, you follow their script and obey their demands. They whisper sweet words that you're eager to hear. They give you your comfort and silence your fears. They promise you riches, a life growing old, as long as you do exactly as told. But look at the cycles, the patterns remain, history's lessons repeating again. Will you break free or just play the same part? The choice is your own, so where will you start? There's a war in the heavens, a battle for souls, a struggle much deeper than worldly controls. You scroll through distractions, you chase every trend, but miss the true fight that won't break or bend. Politics, headlines, the noise of the day, social media storms that just carry you away. You work and you worry, you rush and you run, but forget what's eternal when it's all said and done. Salvation's the question, the truth you must face. Not status or money or winning the race, but you turn from the mirror and refuse to believe. The hardest of truths are the ones you must grieve. Maybe you're broken or lost in your mind, afraid of admitting the flaws you might find. You cover it up, you laugh it away, but the pain in your heart is still there every day. Uncomfortable truths, yes, they're hard to confess, but freedom is found when you own your distress. At the end of your journey, when it's all stripped away, and you stand before God with no words left to say. No one beside you, no mask to defend, your life and your thoughts played out to the end. No blaming the world, no loopholes to claim, just you, your choices, your soul, and your name. So open your eyes, don't wait for the end. Let your truth be the guide. Let your brokenness mend. The world may keep spinning, but don't be deceived. What matters is Jesus. Will you choose to believe?
Thank you, Nugs. That was very nice. Yeah, so Nugs is a published author. Me and Nugs have been through some tough times. A little bit of backstory on that. I got diagnosed with PAH. It's a death diagnosis. It's only going to get worse until I die. And so I started going into that deep depression. Why am I even here? I should just off myself. I'd be better off. It'd be better than struggling to breathe. It's kind of like drowning, right? So I'm like, I don't want to struggle to breathe, you know, so I'm having all these deep, dark thoughts. And it was difficult, man. And I was going through that, questioning whether I should be here or not, and tasting the ballistol of the newly cleaned firearm, you know, and it was really harsh on Nugs. Nugs saw that I was struggling mentally, you know. She could see it. I wasn't making any bones about it on how depressed I was and how I'm ready to die kind of thing, and like I have no hope kind of thing. And it was really affecting her. And to the point where she broke, like literally broke down and decided she didn't want to go on anymore. And it was in that moment of her not wanting to go on anymore that I had to get out of my not wanting to go on anymore to save her, because I wanted her to go on. I'm like, the whole thing that was really pissing me off was the fact that I couldn't be with her, if I died and stuff. And I'm like, what's going to happen to her, kind of thing. And I was like, wait a minute. Now she's wanting to end hers before I get to end mine. That's not how this is supposed to work. And so I had to jump out of my depression to get her out of hers. And it was really after that we both really kind of committed more to the Lord and communicating with each other about our feelings and how things affected us and what things affected us and what we did to each other affected us, and just opened those lines of communications. It really improved our marriage quite a bit. And having those daily Bible studies every morning, we have a little Bible study. It takes about half an hour or so. It doesn't take very long, but we try to do it the first thing in the morning. Have a little prayer beforehand, ask to be closer to God and do what He wants us to do, and have our little Bible study. And it's been really, really good for us, and God has blessed us immensely. We're hoping that He'll bless us with a house soon. Don't know, but hopefully. And but absolutely extremely blessed. And so we're thinking about starting up a well, actually we're not thinking about, we're actually going to be starting up a podcast, me and Nugs, called truthnugs.org. That's going to be a biblical podcast about kind of like a Bible study. We're going to pick a topic to deep dive and really go into. And if you want to check that out, it would be truthnugs.org. Correct, Nugs? Truthnugs.org. Go check that out.
There's already content there. You can read some of my poems. You can find some healthy recipes. And you can also find my blog.
Truthnugs.org. Go check that out. And a lot of her poetry. She's a published author, so you can buy her book. We're working, hopefully getting on a health book, hopefully soon. That'd be super fun, Nugs. And the Truth Nugs podcast with me and Nugs. As I said, a Bible study kind of thing on different topics. Probably some viewer request, maybe Patreon request. Who knows? We'll see. We'll play it by ear. And then, I kind of want to do the Green Dragon with Tony if he's down. Tony, we can talk these details later if you want, but I would love to have like a political podcast. You've tamed down quite a bit since back in the day, and I've loosened up a little bit, maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. And, I think it'd be great if we both had, a topic. We're going to pick the topic together. Like, this is going to be the topic, and then I look into my side. You look into your side. It might be the same. Maybe it is. Maybe it ain't. Of course, maybe, I don't know. We'll see. I have no idea if that would be a good idea or not, but I'd be down to try it. You must stay strong for those around you. That is true. And that's why I kind of decided not to do anything, because when I was in that deep, dark place too, the one thing that kept me from doing it at the time was I don't really want her to discover that. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't do that to her. That was the one thing that really held me back from doing that, was the thought of who's going to discover it, who's got to clean it up, and how's that going to affect them for the rest of their lives. You know what I mean? And that's just not right to do. And so I'm really mad at Mule. I'm really mad at him, and I'll tell him that tomorrow at his funeral. And so check that out. Once again, 4 to 6 Central. Do the math. If you can't do the math, let me know. I'll help you do the math. If you're doing the Bible, tell the truth, not the skull fill garbage
Bible
we've been
only.
taught. Yeah, we're only going to be doing... Okay, so me and Nugs... Okay, here's a little backstory. Nugs, what would you consider you being raised as?
I guess semi-Catholic.
Semi-Catholic?
Catholic-ish, agnostic, somewhere in between there.
Oh, I'm pissed at him. Truth. True Blitz. Sorry, True Blitz. I'm pissed at him too. Like, I don't know. I had The last few messages I got from Mule, he recorded them. I actually have the recording still. And yeah, you could just see he wanted to tell me, but he didn't want to tell me. He's like, I know you. And here, let me summarize. He tells me in this phone message, I know you want to be there for me. I know you want to help me out. And I really want to just let it all out and just dump on you all this. But I don't feel right by doing that to you. So I can't right now. And so, you know, I'll try to get back to you later, kind of thing. And those were like the last few messages, those kind of messages. And as I said, they were recorded. So he recorded them and then sent them, I think, to us.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't want to talk to me on the phone. He didn't want me to ask him how he's doing and stuff like that. So I don't know. Mule started cutting people off, I think, a little bit there at the end. And I didn't notice it. I feel bad about that. I also feel bad about not, sending more messages. As people who go through these things often do, I am also questioning my decisions. So another reason not to commit that kind of act is you're going to put everybody that you ever cared about or cared about you into that perpetual loop of what if I could have done something. And that's kind of messed up too, because now, for the rest of my life, I'll be like, well, what if I had called him on Christmas? I called him a week before that, but I didn't call him that day. I didn't check him up on him then. Maybe I could have sent him a little bit more money to help him out. I don't know. But he's a proud man at the same time, so you can only do so much of that before you start becoming, a little too much. And so you got to play this fine fucking game where you don't want to give them too much, because then you're like really, coming across really bad, right? Like if you're giving them a lot of money and just like, here's $5,000. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm here for you and I'll help you. And if you need, like I sent them money a few times, and I'd definitely send them more if I could, but, I got to be a little bit careful with what I'm doing. But, I mean, the situation is what the situation is, and I'll never know because, I'll always be questioning that. Thank you very much, Mule, you're an asshole. He's a fucking asshole. And he said, I remember these words that he used to say. He used to say when at his funeral, when he would die, he would tell us this, that people would be there to piss and spit on his grave. Well, that's a good way to do it, asshole. Make a whole bunch of people care for you, right? And then do that to them. That's bullshit. I'd rather you rob me, steal my money. At least then I wouldn't give a fuck. But you made me care, asshole.
So, I just gave the link over to this live stream right now to the oldest daughter, so she may be popping in to see if she can get keys or if she can get access in.
I don't think she can
So
get access by coming in.
All of a sudden, she might be because she logged in.
Oh, okay. So you gave. Well, yeah, you could have told her. Well, you told her that we were live streaming currently.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe don't try to log into it this second, but I mean, I can get off of here. Nobody in chat is coming in, dude. Nugs has posted the Discord link I don't know how many times. Thank you, by the way, Nugs. Killing it. Nugs has posted that Discord link I don't know how many times. It's an app. It's not that bad, you old farts. Just get it. It's not bad.
The last time I'm posting this.
She's going to post it one more time. You want to get in here and tell us something about Mule? You have a good memory about him, a bad memory about him. You hate him, you love him. He'd want you in here to cuss him out or whatever. Probably cuss him out more than anything else. Thank you, Nugs. If a guy goes out on his own terms, I have respect for that. There you go. I think there's different ways of doing it, Curbstomp. I think Yeah, and I was thinking like that. There was like this one guy who jumped out of a helicopter. Like you go on those helicopter tours. You ever see those helicopter tours? Go look at the Grand Canyon. And while on one of those tours, he jumped out. Guess what? His wife doesn't have to do. He doesn't. She doesn't have to discover the body. Somebody else will take care of that. She'll get a phone call. That's a way to go out, right? That's a better way. Tell you right now, I never self-destruct. I'll honor all your beliefs, culture, and race before I go. I swear, y'all. Well, thank you, True Blitz. I don't know. I wish I could tell you that, but I have been down that path, and I, as I said, have tasted ballistol out of a clean barrel. I don't see myself going down that path anymore, but I've been down it before in the past. Things are way better for me right now. So, and I try to stay as close to God as possible. As much as possible. Right, Nugs? Because, sometimes I'm a little demon. Tell you all right now. Okay. What else, Nugs? We've been on for a little over an hour, so I'm about to wrap this up. I guess we sent out the Discord. Last chances. Anybody who wants to come in and say hi, we'll stay on a little bit longer if you want to discuss. The Discord link is in the chat. You do need a Discord account, so you'll have to sign that up. But you can then join the voice. You'll be on screen, whether you want to be on just audio or you want to have video and audio, you can choose. And hopefully Tony will get back to me on the dragon. If not, you know what? I tell you right now. 1 second. If Tony doesn't really want to keep the dragon going, I'll probably just go ahead and...
Oh, you're welcome, Megan.
What's up?
Glad you were able to find this. And
Oh, Megan.
Stinger can help you with the streaming of the service and everything.
What time would you like me there to help? If you could tell me that, that would help out a lot. Because I could be there a little early. I know it starts at 4. But if you want me there like an hour early to help set up or whatever, I can help. I can move chairs. I can set up streams. I can throw away trash. Thank you for updating us, bro. Much appreciated. God bless you. Thank you, True Blitz. My dad really appreciated you guys. I loved your dad. I loved your father. I really admired him. Really did. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, sounds good. We all are, but dust and shadows. Yep. Give me the pass. I'll continue Green Dragon name with honor and courage. Sorry, bro. It had to go to one of the true originals. I couldn't do it for anybody else. I appreciate that though, but the keys to this only goes to the true originals. In honor of Mule, I have to. Well, me and my mom will be at the funeral home around 3:15. All right, I'll be there at 3:15 as well then, or 3. I'll try to be there around 3. If you could help setting up the stream, I'm sure my mom would appreciate. I could try. I know a little bit, and I have Nugs on the phone, so she can help where I don't know. Piecemeal, I don't know what happened, but I know I gave many prayers for him and his family so many years now. Peace, people. It's been a journey. Many blessings. What up, ZPD Survival? We have links in the pinned comments that'll take you to the obituary, which will take you to the Gibson Go, which will also... I think that gets them to what else, Nugs? Does that get them to the...
It has a Venmo link to make a donation. It
Venmo.
has all of the information about where and when the funeral service is. It's pinned at the top. Click on that thing at the top of the chat and click that link.
All right. I will try to be there at 3. If you need me there, do you have my number, Megan?
I will give it to her.
Okay.
I'll give her your number.
I'll try to be there at 3 unless you need me there earlier. That way I can help do whatever you need. You're welcome. Thank you, ZPD Survival. Bro, what does ZPD stand for? I don't have Discord to join. Oh, come on. What is everybody up with Discord? Y'all need to get Discord. It's free. It's what all the terrorists are using nowadays, don't you know? Okay, sounds good. All right, cool. There are only a few of us here. I'm talking to all of you. Don't you ever go. Well, I'm going to try not to, True Blue. True Blitz. I've gotten out of that, you know? And as I said, I'm pretty blessed about that, to get out of that pit. How that all worked out, man, that's not me. That's somebody else. Give up, fight to the death. So me and Nugs right now are hoping to buy some farmland. We're going to try to be farmers. Not big time farmers, but at least small town farmers. You know, maybe the local farmers market or whatever, you know, but having a little bit of food, not only for us, but for other people. I think having food in these times is probably a really big plus. We could talk about metals. We can talk about prepping. We can talk about... Dude, me and Tony could talk about this shit for a minute. Ooh, what happened, Nugs?
I turned off my camera.
Cheers, Mule. Cheers, Mule family. The Myers. May God bless you. I am sorry. 2025 was so harsh. I hope 2026 is better. I have been praying my ass off for your guys' family, and I am sorry that it's not enough. I have the app, I just don't have your channel. I think you just need the link, right, Nugs? Doesn't the link just take you straight to this?
If you click the link, it's going to take you to the Discord web page. It's going to give you instructions on downloading the app or joining the call from the web. Either way, it's very easy.
Okay. Well, my channel is Poison Stinger. Hold on. Nugs went silent, so right now it's Poison Stinger. Let's see. General.
Yeah, so hold on. I'm going to share my screen and show you guys what this looks like. It is very easy. Share my screen.
Hold on, let me go back to that. All right, Nugs, go ahead. Let's do this.
All right, can you see my screen?
Yep.
All right, so when you click that link, it's going to bring you to this web page. It's going to say, Tactical Nugs invited you to join Poison Stinger. It's going to ask you what you want to be, what you want your name to be, and for your date of birth. Click Create Account. If you already have an account with Discord, just click Login. And it'll just add you right into the call.
Nice.
Very easy. Only asks you for a little bit of info. The reason it asks you for your date of birth is because I have put this as an over 18 channel. Otherwise, they make us go through a whole bunch of hoops to make sure that people under 18 are not joining calls with adults. So that's why.
Thank you, Nugs. Hope the channel will continue. I hate the news of Mule and G Mango. Does anybody here know what happens to G Mango? I'm sorry. I did not know about G Mango. I know he passed now. People have told me, but I hate to ask how. Yeah, we'll stay on a little bit longer, Megan, if you want to try to get in. Let me know, though. If you don't want to get in, that's fine, too. But let me know either way. We'd love to have you. Other than that, I think that was all the pertinent information. I still have, by the way, if y'all remember Kansas Hillbilly Prepper? Who remembers that fool? Kansas Hillbilly Prepper was my best friend. We used to do the Green Dragon. We used to do Kansas Hillbilly Prepper and Friends, and we'd always do these gun checks, right? And during a gun check, you would show the firearm that you have on you on stream, back when that was allowed. And it was just kind of a fun thing we do. Sometimes people would choose different ones, right? And Kansas only ever had like a 22 bolt action rifle. It was really bad or pathetic or whatever. And he always loved the AR-15. He'd talk about it. And when I was building my AR-15, he would talk about it and how great it was and cool it was and stuff. And the more we'd talk, the more I noticed he didn't have an AR-15, but he really liked them. I was like, hey guys, maybe we can all get together and make him an AR-15, piece by piece. And we can, do all this. And so we did, and we all got together. I called it Stinger and Friends, Kansas Hillbilly Prepper. Well, I called it Stinger and Friends Rifle Project. And he would watch the videos. I didn't say that what we were doing. I didn't tell him. He had no idea this rifle was for him. I was just building another rifle for myself. And eventually we finished the rifle, and I was able to bring it to him. I personally delivered it to Kansas Hillbilly Prepper. And it was one of the best days ever because I was able to show him that it was actually his rifle. He didn't know it up until that point. And all of his friends gave him this rifle. And on the side of that rifle, all of his friends' names are on the side of that rifle. One of them is Mule Team. And after we visited Kansas, we went up to see Mule Team for the first time ever. I believe that was the first time we ever met Mule. Right after we'd given Kansas his rifle. We figured we're already in Kansas, we might as well go a little bit longer and go see Mule. What a fun time. I'm so happy we did. We had a great time up there. I met TJ at the same time. We went out to Danny's. We had a great shoot. We used Tannerite. Bro, it was so fun. Me and Mule had a great shoot off with the AKs. Oh, what a reason to go back. And ever since then, I always thought, my daughter was talking about moving back to Wisconsin. And even then, I was like, well, if she ever does, maybe I'll try to get closer to there, but not maybe in Wisconsin. So I can go meet up with all my friends because I got Kansas in Kansas. I got Irish in Indiana. I got Mule in Illinois. I'm like, man, I would love to be somewhere in the middle of that, right? And so moving around here and being only a few hours away from Mule and stuff was super cool. I wish it was under better circumstances, and I wish I had done it earlier. But man, what a great time. Kansas and I would talk a lot. Kansas was a great man. I love Kansas. Absolutely love Kansas. You're joining my Discord now. Okay. The chat itself, you'd have to go and scroll down. So we'd have tabs here. We have promote yourself, videos on demand, links to things to buy. Don't know. You have your general, your YouTube schedule. But what you're wanting to do is go down to voice channels. The voice channel of the Green Dragon. So if you find voice channels, make sure you expand that until you see Green Dragon. That should allow you then to pop in. You'll have to probably check your audio, check your video if you're wanting to put video on. If not, then it'll be easier. Then you just got to check your audio. But that's how that comes in. So you go into the green dragon right here. You click this button. That will bring you in here. Hopefully that's understandable. Saints is gone? I guess so, yes. Yes, Saints is gone.
Hey, Maggie May.
Hello, hello. All right, you might have to work on your audio a little bit. We can't hear you yet. Audio input
Is it
device.
working now?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Okay.
Welcome in.
Thanks.
Well, the floor is yours. I've been talking for about an hour, so I'm running out of things to say.
I know that, this community meant a lot to my dad, so
Yeah.
I'm glad that, you guys let me know you were doing the stream and everything, and I'm glad that somebody's going to be there tomorrow at the funeral, because I know there was quite a few people who couldn't make it, so.
Right. I wouldn't miss it. Yeah.
Glad we're closer now than we were.
Yeah, if I was still in Arizona, I couldn't. Yeah, for sure. But luckily, I'm not that far away. I can be there. How you guys holding up?
We're holding up okay. My mom's a mess, but that's to be expected.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to help her figure out all the funeral stuff and everything and getting everything situated. So, and I know that Nathan is going to be reading stuff that people have written. If, you don't want to read, he can read it for you. And then I talked to my mom yesterday about the live stream, and she said that we're going to do it on YouTube, but we're going to post a link on Facebook as well. So this way people can get to it that way as well.
All right. Sounds good.
So, but I don't know how to really set up live streams that well. And I know my mom doesn't. She's not very tech savvy.
Okay. Well, I can do some of that. Maybe I should be there earlier, though, because are you planning on doing that on a computer or a phone, or how are you?
I think she's going to do it on his phone. But me and my mom are both going to be there at 3:15. So.
Okay.
And then we're going to start getting everything set up and everything and have our, couple minutes before people start showing up with him. And then there's a downstairs area for kids too. So all the kids will be there except for my youngest.
All right.
So.
Okay.
I mean, other than that, that's the funeral stuff. So.
Right.
But
well, yeah.
I mean, I laughed earlier when you said my dad would want people in here cursing him out because he sure would.
Yeah.
He sure would.
Yep.
My dad, I love my dad to death, but he was an asshole, and he loved being an asshole.
Yep.
It was one of his most favorite things about himself.
Yep.
He always took that opportunity, and then he would laugh about it, and he loved it. I mean, he didn't take nobody's shit either.
No. Kicked me out of the dragon I don't know how many times. It's always fun arguments, though.
Oh, yeah. You could get him going, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well. Oh, we got somebody else coming in? What's this?
War Drums
Network. You actually logged into Discord? Are you kidding me? You'll have to unmute yourself once you get your audio done.
Muted.
Yeah, but you're muted. But
there's a little button that looks like a microphone.
With an X through it.
And unmute yourself.
Is it in the bottom left for you, Nix?
He's on his phone, so.
Oh, okay.
Phone view.
You got it. I see it gone. What up, War Drums?
All right.
Yeah.
I didn't want to leave you guys hanging.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you joining us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for leaving us hanging.
Just got home from work.
Ah.
So, what's happening? You talked Tony into the Tony Baloney?
We should totally call it Tony Baloney. Tony, let's recall it Tony Baloney. Can we? That would be hilarious.
Oh,
I'm trying to. I don't know if he's biting though.
all right. All right, cool. So I can shut down that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
that was beautiful earlier, Nugs.
Oh,
yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn your poetry into lyrics.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, that'd be kind of
Yeah, it's got
cool.
good. It's got a good flow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've
Oh,
been
I
wanting
would
her
love
to try
that.
that.
I
Yeah.
would absolutely love that.
Good stuff.
Pitched arguments were the norm and very much appreciated. That made the bar. Yeah, the bar was always fun for that. Yeah, we'd
I know
have to
kicking
still
each
have
other out of the
arguments.
dragon was like my equivalent in my mind of you guys like throwing each other out the bar window. Like,
Who got kicked
Yeah.
out of the drag?
Oh, I got kicked out of the dragon a few times because of
Oh,
disagreeing with Mule.
that was
If you
that was
disagree,
YouTube though, wasn't it?
yeah, that was back in the YouTube days. But if I disagreed with Mule too good, in my opinion, right now he might say something different. But like if I'm making a good point,
You
he
you guys
can't fight
remember
it.
that time? You guys remember that time? It was the only time that him and I ever got into it, and it was over the proliferation of the gay
Homosexuals.
stuff.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, you were saying it was taking over the whole political
Yeah.
environment.
And he
Yeah.
was like, "Oh, you homophobic, blah blah blah," and I'm like, "Dude, whatever, man. I'm just calling it as I see it. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I come, from where I came from, and then he was a big man about it because after a little while, he's like, "You know what? You were right. I was wrong. Sorry." I'm like, "No, fuck you. You're an idiot." You know what I mean? Like, dude, I'm not going to spout off about something unless I'm 1,000% sure.
Oh, that's where me and you are different, man. I'll spout off about
Yeah, no,
anything and then ask for apologies later. Oops, my
no, no,
bad.
no. I just mean when I'm going to state something. I'm 100% behind what I'm saying.
All right.
Is it factual? A time will prove me friggin' right. Just go back to the dragon. You'll see
Yeah.
all that shit I said back from, number one, right? All that shit is come to fruition 1,000 times over,
Yep.
right?
A lot of it. I mean, I don't remember everything you ever said, so I can't tell you yes or no on that. Like you trying
Put the bong down,
to.
man.
Dude, the bong's been down for a minute. You think
Really?
I can't remember yesterday, let alone tomorrow. I mean, come on.
Are
You don't
you giving
have
your
the
lungs a rest?
No.
Clearing out the lungs?
I'm giving my kidneys a rest.
Oh.
I'm drinking less
What do
whiskey.
you, what do the kidneys have to do with it?
Oh dude, it makes my legs swell up. Like real bad, like with edema and stuff. I'm like, nah, that's telling me the whiskey don't agree with me no more. I can't be doing that no
Oh,
more.
whiskey.
Yeah, whiskey.
Whiskey. It's not your kidneys, it's your liver, dude. What are
Liver,
you talking
sorry.
about?
My liver don't like it. It's giving me
Yeah,
edema in
well,
the legs. I gotta stop it.
and if you don't have spots on your liver, you didn't live right.
Well, I didn't live right for, like at least 45 years until I got a sickness. And they're like, hey, you know what? You got to be careful with alcohol because a lot of people who get that surgery are going to become alcoholic. And I'm like, yes. Cheap date.
Yeah.
Because all
I
I
think
need is like 2 shots and I'm fucking there. You know?
I think alcohol is stupid.
Oh, man, it's underrated.
You know what I
It's
mean?
beautiful. I guess.
Unless it's in conjunction with cocaine, then it makes kind of sense. But
Well, I'll bring the alcohol, you bring the Coke, and we'll have a good time.
dude, you can't do coke anymore. It's fentanyl half the time, I guess.
Well, yeah, you'd have to make sure you got the right stuff. You gotta have a good source.
How do you do that?
I have no idea. I'm not.
You
I'm
know what I
not
mean?
that kind of guy. I'm
I
not
had a
that.
guy that I worked with that, and this was a couple years back, that got popped for a drug test at work,
Mm,
and pissed me off because we're in the lunchroom waiting, for our turn, and I was before him, and the guy, what they do is you go in to a room and you do all that shit, and then the person comes back to let you know, okay, whoever's next. And so I drank some water and I was ready to go. So I stand up and this doofus, like basically runs to the room. I'm like, dude, what are you doing, man? Because
Right.
they don't let you go to the bathroom before a drug test. So
Well, you
I'm
just
sitting
got
there
to
with my
get one
back
of
seat.
those fix-it tests. Have you seen those in the smoke shops? You just get one of those fix-it tests.
No. So I'm like, I'm busting at the seams. My teeth are floating,
Right.
and I'm like, why did he do that? And then he tested positive. So it wasn't just a wham bam, thank you, ma'am. It was straight up. So now I got to even wait longer, and there's a big hoopla, and I'm like, what the hell? Why would he do that? Like he knew he was going to test positive. Why wouldn't he wait to be last? You know what I mean?
Right.
Anyway, uh, moral of the story is, the next time I saw him, I gave him a piece of my mind about cutting in front of me, and then I'm like, dude, and then on top of it, you knew you were gonna, test positive. You're partying. I'm like, what are you doing, dude?
Right.
Like, this is the best job you could get. And he was like, oh, I was at a barbecue at a cousin's house, so we did some blow. We did some blow, and I'm like, what? You do
Oh.
blow in this day and age? Are you insane? Uh, yeah, it was a whole thing, dude. But anyway, sorry.
No, that's fine. That's an hilarious story, actually.
Oh, it wasn't funny to me at all.
No.
No. And it was a cop that administered the testing through this company, and it was an outside company, and he I was a relatively new hire, and I swear to you, and they drug tested quite frequently, and I got pulled at least probably 3 or 4 times in a row. And the second time it was kind of irritating. The third time I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make time of this. I'm just gonna enjoy my non-working time waiting to piss clean again. And then I started thinking, I think this dude's got a crush on me. Like, there's no, it was supposed to be random. There's no
Right.
possible way it was
He
random.
came up random
And
three
then
times in a row.
4 times,
4 times in a row. Wow.
they would do it. They would do it monthly, and for 4 months in a row. And I was like, okay, I kind of have that vibe or look, I guess. But and I was joking with the dude. I'm like, hey, man. And of course, he would make you empty all your pockets and all the shit, right? So I'd be
Yeah.
pulling out friggin',
The good
knives
old
and
prison
guns.
wallet. That's where you need to put your fix it.
I'd be pulling out all this, this EDC, and he was like, "Oh, that's cool. Oh, what's that?" It was just a thing. It was just funny. But then I said, "Hey, dude, if you wanted to talk to me, man, you could have just invited me to dinner or something." And he was laughing. He's like, "You want me to take you off the list?" And I'm like, "No, this is, I mean, it's better than working, I guess."
What up, Tony?
Hey, Tony made it in. I guess I
Hi.
gave you enough crap saying that Rev got in, so why couldn't you do it?
Oh, that's what got him off his ass. Well, what's funny is I already had a Discord thing.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, but it was like, oh, that's not your password's not I'm like, what password are you talking about? I've never been on Discord. Well, I guess I was.
Yeah, you were telling me a story about how you were, and then you switched over to another platform because some guys of yours
Oh yeah,
didn't
yeah,
want to
yeah.
be over that.
Yeah. Uh, we got kicked off. We did
Right,
bad
yeah.
things,
Don't do
I
bad
guess.
things on Discord. Got you. Although they
Yeah.
allow a whole bunch of other things on Discord. So I don't know. I've never had any issues with Discord yet. If I ever do, I'll have to deal with it then. But right now, it's
Yeah.
been good for me so far, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
It's easy. I mean, it makes streaming a conversation really simple.
Right, right. What's up, Tone? You got to unmute yourself. Hit the blue button.
Oh, no,
The
he just
microphone.
hit it. Hey, there he
Can you hear
is.
me now?
I can.
You can hear me?
I can hear you.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh my god, dude, that's brutal trying to get in. Holy
Yeah,
moly.
but now it's set. Now it's set, right? So you're
Oh,
good. You're good from now on. It should be set for good.
you would think I was a boomer and didn't know nothing about computers.
Come on, old man. Sign up an account. Why don't you?
Oh,
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Remember?
yeah, I'm trying to
Come
get in.
on,
It
Mom.
keeps
It's a
saying,
VCR. It's not that hard to turn on.
yeah, it keeps saying there's a duplicate name or the name was taken. And then I changed the name and it says that name's taken. Then it
Ugh.
said the number doesn't match. There's already a number for this. And then it asked me if I was human like 7 times.
Oh no, you know what that is, Tone? That's us. That's the government. They have to run this feed to the government because it did the exact same thing to me,
Mm.
Yeah,
and I already had an account.
That's why we're gonna have
I
to choose
didn't.
something other than Discord because Wardrum's already
I
been through
didn't.
this shit.
No,
Yeah, no,
I've
it did
never had.
it did the exact same thing to me, and I already had, used Discord in the past. I just forgot.
Hmm.
So,
Who
but we're
else is
here.
in here?
We're
Stinger,
here.
Maggie May. Who's Maggie
Yeah,
May?
that's
That
Mule's
is
daughter.
Megan,
Megan.
Mule's oldest daughter.
Oh, okay.
She's got all your details.
Is that the host?
No, I'm the host.
Say hello.
I'm the host.
Hello.
Hey, is that the host?
I am not. No. I
No.
think Stinger is.
Well, of this chat, I am the host. Yes.
Let's see if I can put my picture. Can I put a picture?
Yeah, you can have video in the whole bit, bro, or you can just do a
Camera on.
picture.
No dick pics, Sonny.
All right,
Oh,
it is
I got a good
YouTube.
one right here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there you go.
Let's see. Can I see it?
Not yet. I don't see nothing yet. It's just pink.
What do you-
Let's turn on your camera,
This
Tony.
thing's-
You got a camera on your
Dude,
phone,
this
don't
thing's. I've never used this. This thing is like hard to get around on.
you?
I know. How do you add a picture?
All right.
There we go.
So there is a turn
Edit
on
profile?
camera.
You see my picture now?
No. I'm
Oh,
clicking
I
on
can see
it.
it.
Do you use edit profile?
Yeah, that's what I used.
All right.
Maybe it's censoring me. It's a picture of Lindsey Graham. It says "gay for war" on his shirt.
It's it's probably that you have to
Well,
exit and come back in or something.
We're gonna get kicked off Discord again.
Yeah, there we go. We're done,
Dude,
everybody.
you know,
been
there's
fun.
it's so crazy though because there's so many more platforms now, and some of
Yeah.
the people I watch, dude. I mean, did anybody in here watch Myron Gaines at all?
No, I don't.
Nobody. No. Okay. Well, that's a good one. I mean, I don't know how you'll feel about him, but I mean, that right there, he's on all platforms, but I didn't know there was so many platforms. He's like, hey, if they kick me off here, Rumble's not going to kick you off. There's nothing, there's no,
Yeah.
as long as you're not like inciting violence or anything,
Right.
Rumble will not kick you off.
I do like that.
They won't kick you. Yeah, they won't kick you off screen because I watch these guys, dude, and they're saying the N word every other second. They're talking about the Jews. They're doing everything, dude. There's no. I mean, I don't know. Maybe a year from now, probably if Israel gets its way, we probably won't be able to talk like that no more. But
Right.
there's a lot of platforms now. Is just my point. There's just
No, I like that.
dude.
Yeah.
And YouTube is like, think about YouTube, bro. It's like Facebook. It's like for old people.
Yeah.
It's like for somebody
we
that needs
lost
to
Megan.
like fix a toilet or something,
Right. It is true. Like if I need to fix my car, I go straight to YouTube, bro. I don't even look at anything
Yeah.
else.
Yeah. But it's like
But-
the Facebook, it's like the Facebook of platforms. Like Facebook is, dude.
Connect
what
with
a
her, Nugs. Give her a
terrible
text
platform.
message. See if she was done and she wants to add anything else. Yeah.
Your volume's kind of low, Sting.
Is it?
I hear him good. He's
Sorry.
really loud.
Let me pull up the
I only-
microphone. How's that?
I only hear Tony.
You don't hear me at all? Damn, son.
I hear you now.
Okay.
I hear you good.
I was gonna say I had the microphone like right at my mouth. I'm rocking two different
Megan
mics
had-
for this setup. By the way.
She's still,
Sorry, what Nugs?
Megan had to go, but she's still listening.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So this was my original streaming microphone. It's a Blue Yeti, and this is what you guys on Discord are hearing me on, but the people on stream are hearing me on my Shure SM7B. Ooh, fancy.
SM7B, huh?
It's the one that everybody uses for podcasts, right? You ever see a podcast anywhere, you'll see it.
How expensive is that?
About $400, and then you have to have a Go LXR. Well, you have to have some sort of mixer to run it. So I have a very simple, cheap mixer. It's a Go LXR Mini. I had to upgrade that though, but since I have a audio visual business, it's all tax deductible. What up? So I don't know. Trying to improve
Well,
my gear.
if anybody's willing to start something over and start from the bottom, that's where you'd have to start on all this other stuff.
Yep.
The grow, I mean, at least you'll be able to grow, you know, at least you'll get like new people. At least your message will go further, whatever the message is, you know?
You just got to push harder at the start. That's all. Put it out there on everything like Twitter and X.
But did you ever try hard in the beginning?
Oh yeah.
I did.
I did. Yeah.
I mean, I made my music and I made the all the editing on or whatever, iPad or some shit.
Now you can just have
But
AI
I didn't really
do your
try.
music.
Yeah. Well, I didn't try though. I just put that shit out there, and then I met guys, and then it was just like, phew. And then I hit the black hole where you couldn't. Where I sat at like 4,900 subs for like 7 years.
Mindy Patriot Angel, thank you for being here. Appreciate it.
Chat.
Yeah, I wish I could stream that to the disc. That's the only disadvantage. If you have a way to pull up the stream, though, you can still see the chat.
I can get it. I have another phone and I have an iPad. I'll just watch it on YouTube.
Right. Kind of winding it down anyway, but
yeah,
and it's great to have you guys in here, huh?
I wanted to get on here so it wasn't like, you know.
Yeah.
When I heard a little bit of, I was listening to a little bit of it, and then I'm like, oh wait a minute, there's a link. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Try to make it as easy as possible. I'm glad you were able to get in for sure, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, who you were telling me earlier on the phone, who was the original core group of the Green Dragon as you remember it, Reb?
It was Kansas, Mule Team 66, I think you,
yeah,
Tony, myself,
and HD.
Myself, and HD.
Yeah.
I do believe was the OG, the Kansas before the Green Dragon.
Yeah, the Kansas and Friends moved over.
What was that called?
Kansas and Friends.
What did
Kansas Hillbilly Prepper.
Yeah. Yeah.
You remember the whole rifle project was Stinger and Friends Punisher Rifle Project because I was ripping them off.
I thought I was crazy because of my beliefs, and then somehow, some way, his chat came across my thing, and I don't know why I clicked on it. Maybe because his thumbnail or whatever it was.
His thumbnail was just him going.
Yeah, and then
with a big smile on his face, probably.
I heard the same, rhetoric and propaganda that was in my head, and I'm like, whoa, these are some kindred spirits here.
All right.
And that was that.
You know what's funny is I still, to this day, do not remember you in the OG original Green Dragon. It wasn't until far later that I remember you being in there. And I remember we had this conversation or something. You're all showing me like old episodes of the Green Dragon. I'm like, oh, well, sure enough, there he is. But I must not just known who you were until later on, until it clicked, until I start remembering your name. Because it does take me a while to remember somebody's name. So that's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we had a lot of good times, a lot of laughs.
Oh man,
so many. You got to laugh at it. It's so bad that if you don't laugh, you just cry.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, did you ever think that it was really going to get as bad as it is now?
Yes.
I don't know.
I mean, we talked about it all the time, but I
Yeah.
don't know. You know, sometimes I ask myself, do I really believe it? It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew it, dude. It felt off. You know, you got to remember my background. You know, I'm a musician, so I'm just a carefree, cat, and I don't really get into politics, religion, and nonsense. Musicians communicate on a different level, and so it never crossed my mind about taxes and this and that and the other. And but when 9/11 happened, that took the veil off, and I'm like, oh, I should probably pay attention to what the fuck's going on.
What up, Chad?
You know?
Yeah, it's like when the veil was lifted.
Yep. But then, that took my virginity. I was never the same after that.
Yeah, and you can't ever go back. That like kind of just like the Matrix movie where the dude wanted to go, the piece of shit guy wanted to go back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
the problem
Make the
was for
nightmare
me
end.
was I didn't believe the official narrative. I'm like, wait a minute. I graduated high school. This doesn't add up.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But everyone was on the same sheet of music, and I'm like, there's no way planes took down those towers.
They're
Sorry.
made out of steel, for
You know what I
crying
mean?
out
And that was
loud.
before anybody was questioning it. And I'm
Yeah.
like, so I'm insane because there's no way, right? And
well, I would be willing to tell you way
Have a
crazier
good
shit
night,
now.
ZPD Survival. Have a good night. Sorry, somebody's leaving tonight. Signing out.
what?
Survival.
I was saying now I could tell you way crazier stuff. You could tell me way crazier stuff than 9/11's like kindergarten when
Bro, you guys hearing all about this fucking stuff in Minnesota and how it's probably everywhere, but it's starting in Minnesota, all that fraud and shit? You following that at all? No?
I'm
All the
watching that.
fraud?
I'm watching that state about to burn down.
Yeah, I know.
I'm on Twitter.
Oh, so you're really in the weeds,
He's
bro.
in the X.
Dude, it's terrible. It's like
He's
can't
on
leave it alone.
Grand X.
Is there porn on there?
Oh, yeah.
There's everything. I think most of that stuff's cut out, but it can be on there. But
I was on
it's
Facebook.
raw.
I was on Facebook, right? And I'm scrolling on Facebook, and all of a sudden I see The Rock in an advertisement saying something about something. And I click on it for whatever reason, and it's AI Rock, not Rock himself, but AI Rock talking about his male erection problem and how he solved it by using this drug. Meanwhile, they're showing clips of like full-on pornography clips of not him but other people, right? And like, be rock hard. Like, I'm like, oh my god, this. I'm not trying to watch pornography right now. I'm just trying to scroll through Facebook.
Wow.
It says 36 minutes ago, two shot by federal officers. So Portland, a couple people just got popped.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you seen the one in Minnesota, right?
Yeah, just recently. Yeah, today I learned about that last night. I think it was.
This is weird to me because we were on a conference call, what, a week or two ago? Us three?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just deja vu, dude.
Wait. It was a three-way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were in a three-way with each other. Yeah.
Do you think
You know what I mean?
Do you think you can't put this genie back in the bottle? I mean, I feel like.
No.
Think about it.
No.
I want to just take a comparison. If you could go, say, to one of the situations, say like Bundy Ranch or something like that, and the governor came down there, the mayor of Las Vegas, and the sheriff of Clark County, if they all came down there and rallied behind Bundy and said, "Dude, do your thing," you know what I mean? Like I know it's two different things, but that's what the Dems, Dem leaders are doing in these places. They're backing the people and they're like getting them lawyers. Bro, these people can do and will do whatever, and it's insane.
It's evil. It's evil.
I think they activated the National Guard, didn't they?
Tim Walz did. He did because he wants to fight. He wants to fight in the streets. He wants them to do something.
Civil disarrest. Yeah.
He wants them. Yeah, it's rock and roll though, bro. Because I mean, HD put out a good video today. If you think about it, the
I
only
don't want to
time the
rock and
damn
roll.
federal government's being constitutional, you know, and people are mad.
I don't think I want to rock and roll yet. I'm too damn old. I'd rather we not rock and roll, but at the same time, we probably will. And as a believer, I kind of know how this all turns out anyway. It only gets worse until it gets so bad that Christ has to come back at second coming and say, fuck y'all, I'm taking over, and then ends it. So, I mean, it's not technically going to get better, but hopefully we can make it a little bit better here and there
Well,
before
it's
it all
not
goes
going
to
to get better
shit.
probably in our lifetime. It's probably going to get a
No.
whole lot worse until, you know, I mean, it's coming apart. If anybody
It is.
watching, you know what I mean? It's good theater, but it is coming apart.
Empires fall, man. It is what it is. At some point, it's going to happen, right? People are thinking, oh, the United States will never fall. No, someday it will. When that is, not exactly sure, but
And isn't it kind of funny how they play Trump out to be like this 5D chess guy,
bruh.
but he's trying to expand around the world and do these things he's doing all while the core is rotting and there's going to be nothing left. So what are you doing? You know?
All right.
Dude, I told you guys back in the Green Dragon days. Well, no, I guess that was too long ago. He's a Judas goat, man. They needed the dude that said all the right things. The only reason I voted for him the first time was because he was a businessman. I thought, oh, okay, cool. He's going to go in. He's going to look at the books. He's going to have an adult conversation with America and say the Corporation of America is bankrupt. We've been embezzled, and we're going to fix it. So I really, I was like, okay, cool, and that's not what happened.
I agree. I mean, you know, I got duped into doing it for a third time, so feel how stupid I feel. But I mean, I
What
could have
was your
done two
choice,
things.
man? Kamala? Can you imagine voting
Or
Kamala,
yeah,
though?
or
Come
not
on, man.
voting. I
Well,
think
even
that's, you
then,
know, just
I don't know.
yeah.
I couldn't do
Yeah,
Kamala,
it's
man. There was nothing in me that could allow that to happen. It was like, no.
You
Talk about a
sexist, racist pig.
Talk about a threat to democracy, man. No way. I couldn't do it.
I didn't know though we would trade whatever it was, like 0.5 or 1% of the population transgender agenda from Biden to a 2% population of Jews in this country to a Jewish agenda. And I don't know what's
Ooh.
worse. I don't know what's worse.
All right.
Tony's on a roll.
All right. Gonna get this
Yeah,
kicked off of
Tony's always been the tip of the spear, man. He'll say some shit and you'll go, damn, dude, you said that out loud.
But I'm late on this one because Truth and JJ and Don and all them guys been talking about this forever, and I didn't want to believe it, to tell you the truth. I really didn't want to believe it. But read your Bible, man. Those are not the
Yeah.
chosen people, and you'll be all right. Those are not the chosen people. So as soon as you get that out of your head, I'm not an evangelical, so that's evangelicals that believe that shit, and I don't.
Oh,
And
me
I'm
and Tony
not.
are
I'm
gonna have great
Catholic.
conversations. Me and Tony, we need to have great conversations online. It'd be awesome.
Man, I'm so dug into. Yeah, hey, we're so dug into the church. Like we go to Catholic church,
That's all
and
right.
I don't love the Pope, but dude, once you get that idea out of your head that there's some special people, and those are the people. I mean, just come on. It just sounds stupid on its face. We're
Right.
all God's chosen people.
Exactly. Every
Well,
single one of us.
think about this. They made those laws where you couldn't talk shit about certain groups, and now
Nope.
they made new laws about you can't criticize them. It's like,
No,
Yeah.
excuse me, I'll criticize whoever the fuck I want. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But there's dossiers on all of us. I
Oh
guarantee it.
yeah. Not to mention on
And people
YouTube
say, "Oh,
alone, if you upload on YouTube, you
dude,"
have to give permission to
they're like,
YouTube to
well,
be able to use
"Who do you think
AI.
you are? You're nothing special. Why would they blah blah blah?" Please, please.
yeah,
They gotta.
when they have endless amounts of our tax dollars to spend on and prosecute and persecute us, I mean, there's no end.
Well, how it comes to fruition is the digital age, and then the credit score, social credit score, and then they'll be like, boom, here's your score, and this is, and they'll have all the Green Dragon shit, all the shit you ever posted or talk shit, and bam, bam, bam. I mean, it's,
I mean, it's already here. How hard is it to get a house right now? And
Very fucking
if
hard. Very fucking hard. That's how
yeah,
hard.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then on top of it, if your bank knew that especially depending on who your bank is, if they knew that you had that kind of rhetoric, they'll go.
yep,
I mean, they're in control of canceling you. And then if your job, any job, no employer is going to stand for. I mean, I could get fired for the shit I say.
Mm-hmm.
yep,
Employer's not going to stand for it.
yep,
You know, so.
Yep.
I mean, I wish there was. I think, my boss would have my back, but once it went up the corporate chain, it'd be toast.
yep.
Cancel culture, bro. Nasty.
So yeah, you got to be. I don't know, man. I think honestly, if you're serious, if you do want to go forward, like doing these things, you're gonna have to make it across platforms. And maybe, as one time when this was kind of a hobby, maybe that's the only career option you get left with after you get fucking canceled.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I mean, I'm not. Here's the thing. I don't have a job right now, so I don't have to worry about getting fired. I am my own company, right? Which I am working on my company, but right now I have time to devote to something like this, and I'm okay with that. I don't mind a little bit of heat, right? I'm hoping not to get too
Well,
much heat, but at the same time, I suppose that
you
would
know,
happen.
the dragon was a therapy session for me because I honestly thought I'm losing my mind. I'm seeing things that nobody else is seeing,
Right.
and then I found, a motley crew of sorts on the internet, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I'm not the only idiot. These
we're,
guys think the same thing.
we're all idiots here.
So that's the thing why I'm excited, and I said what I said earlier when we were talking, Sting. I'm like, you guys should do it
Yeah.
because there's some other people that aren't in the loop that were like us, going, wait a minute, something doesn't smell right here. And then so to have other people out there talking about the things that are in their mind, that'll make them feel less crazy and be like, okay, I'm not alone.
Yeah.
Well, if you did it, you'd have to do it where YouTube was a piece of it, but it was not an important cog of the machine
Right. It
because
would
I
be like
mean,
your highlights from your episode that you
Yep.
predetermine that's YouTube safe. Yeah, no, I know.
or yeah, but I mean, you could run it through the YouTube live, and what they'll do is they'll just kick it out. I mean, that's what happens to most of my stuff, and I've been
Right.
going pretty hot and heavy. What they've been doing to me lately on YouTube is manually turning the comments off after my video gets done processing. It usually
Mm.
takes like a day to process. And then they turn the comments off, and then I'll go check and I'll see, well, like, why is nobody commenting on my video? Well, my comments are turned off.
Oh,
And it's
yeah.
really only when I talk about one subject because I'm kind of new to it. So
Right.
it's that subject.
The Jews.
Yeah, it's crazy. Isn't
Dude,
that
it is.
crazy?
No, it is, man. They've been
Well, it's all AI filtered,
Yep.
right?
Yep. AI
So
is
Yeah,
always looking into it.
that, and I mean, Israel has like I think what 7 billion committed to propaganda in the United States to turn the youth, to be pro-Israel. They're paying, all
Yeah.
these evangelistic churches. They're paying the
Influencers.
pastors. Yeah, they're giving them tours to Israel, kiss the wall, come
Yeah.
back home, and tell about how great it is. And yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, it's nuts.
It's the
yeah,
grand conspiracies of all the conspiracies that ever came true because it really, every conspiracy or every half truth you've been told or every little secret of America for a long time now, all those are confirmed. They all come together, they all interlink. Um, and they all come back to that. They all come back to that. It's almost nothing. All the bad wars we've been in, all the dumb money we spent. I mean, just all the endless stupid shit we do in America. It just all comes back to just one person holding all the links to all the chains.
yeah, but it's propaganda, right? They're programming uh, you know, a populace. And, you know, most people are, you know, complicit. They just want to, you know, go about their business, be left alone.
What up,
But they're
Trueless?
being fed, you know, bullshit every which way. So they just like, you know, they kind of subconsciously, you know, oh, well, you know, the government wouldn't lie. The government wouldn't kill. It's like, no, literally, the founding fathers warned us about it. And we've all just gotten complacent and happy with the conveniences of life. So we don't want to rock the fucking boat.
Yeah.
But I got news for you. We're in the dark hours here, brothers and sisters.
The boat's been rocking.
So,
You asleep at the
you
boat
know,
rocking.
Yeah, and I guess it's to me
The
it's
grand
super.
illusion.
To me, it's super sinister because it's a foreign country that does it to us. Not. It's not. It's like it hurts when like our government is doing it to us. It's like damn, but it's our
Yeah.
government. It's like what else would you expect? But then a foreign government would be able to, you know, and they let him go on TV and say, "Hey, we're gonna spend this money." I mean, it's not. It's not like I'm making shit up here. He's on TV and he's saying we're gonna spend this money. He went on there and called anybody. Bibi Netanyahu went on TV across America and called anybody that disagrees with what he says, the woke Reich is what he
Do you
called them.
remember before October 7th and what Bibi Netanyahu was about to have happen to him?
yep.
He was about to get kicked out of position. I believe there was an election coming up, and he was losing that, wasn't he not? Like real bad?
Well, go back to the pandemic, right?
Yeah.
What was happening before that flew the coop?
Hell.
Do you remember?
Another election.
No. Hong Kong, dude.
Oh, sorry. No,
They were
I don't.
rioting. It was the same deal. They were about to overthrow some shit, and as soon as people take to the streets, some you know phenomenon happens, and you know then everybody forgets about yesterday.
Huh.
Yeah, TVs went dark though too. The TV went dark, and they were able to go. China was able to go in there and crack skulls. They were, you know what I mean. The world was watching, and then COVID happened.
Dude.
You're right.
Boom. And then we're not worried about, you know, this, that, or the other. We're just trying to stay alive.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, that broke me. That COVID was like, okay,
that's
I'm
playing
done
on fear game right there
with everyone.
Yeah.
I sold everything. I ran to the hills, and I never looked back and never regretted it. I learned a lot about
unite.
society.
Pure bloods unite, right? The ones that didn't get the shot, pure bloods.
Dude, I wish you could have been in that chat with. Do you know the only people that were there? Maybe was me, Sap, Don. Maybe Mark was there. Bikes, maybe he was, but you should have heard me right before COVID
What
hit.
up,
And
Bikes?
when I left Vegas, bro. When I left Vegas, I called. Well, right before as I called them, and I was like, dude, I'm out, and this shit don't look good. And I was out, dude.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the whole world changed within weeks of leaving. I was only gone for like 3 weeks, and the whole world changed. It's fucking crazy.
Oh my goodness. Yep. Yeah. 2020, man. That was the year that I got the surgery. I got in to get my surgery right before they closed down the hospitals because I have an at-risk condition. So I was, you know, they tried to bump me up to the top of the line or whatever. Crazy. I was able to get in before all that lockdowns.
I'm surprised they gave you a surgery without being compromised.
Yeah, well, I was going to get it one way or the other, and I wanted to get it before it got too bad. Luckily, I've never got COVID as far as I know. So,
what?
Yeah, I've never gotten COVID as far as I know. And I've never been, huh?
You're the only person I know.
They tested me for it before I got my surgery, which I came up negative.
No, that wasn't a test.
Okay. But I haven't gotten, the only time I've gotten sick since then was like last week, and that was like the cold. I could still taste food. So I've never gotten, I'd gotten really, really sick. The last flu that I would say would have been COVID-like was in 2019, early 2019. So it would have been a year before COVID hit. But maybe I got an early dose of COVID. I don't know. But that one, I felt like I was going to die. I couldn't taste, I couldn't smell, or any of that. But when COVID hit, no, I've never been tested positive. I've never had the symptoms of COVID ever, not once.
Yeah, I've never had it either. It looks like Mindy Patriot Angel has
Mindy Patriot Angels never had it either. I never got the shot. I never got the sickness. I just washed my hands when I was around people who were sick. You know, like back when I was a kid, they told you don't touch your face. Make sure you wash your hands. You know, like back that old stool.
I don't know, man. I think you guys might be clones or something because I don't think that's possible.
Really? Well,
Yeah,
I never had
I
it.
think I think with what they did, the people that were purebloods, they were around people that weren't, and the shedding and all that. I don't
Well,
know.
here's the thing. I wasn't
mean-
around a lot of people. I've never been one to be around a lot of people. So, you know, I was almost in my own quarantine most of the time. I don't know. I never really was around anybody who said they had COVID or was showing any effects of it. I'd go into the hospital once in a while, you know, didn't wear my mask, don't care, never did. You know, maybe I got it there, but I don't think so. I never got those kind of symptoms. I might have gotten a
that
very
was the
mild
funnest-
case.
That was the funnest part of COVID, though. You got to admit.
What, the mask?
No, just not capitulating, and then everyone losing their shit over it.
Right.
It was like, oh yeah, you know, it's like back in the day, you know, having really long hair, you were an outcast. You know, you wore leather, you were some kind of biker, or
Yeah.
you know, whatever, right? That was the funnest shit for me ever. You know, I'm a
Yep.
sicko, but whatever.
Going against the trends. Yep.
Always.
When it comes to injecting my body with things, yeah, I'll buck that trend real fast. I'm not going to be the first on any line of putting something in my body. Thank you very much. Ooh, did we get somebody new? Or did we lose somebody? Oh, she was. Hopefully she'll come back.
We lost Tony.
Did we lose?
We got Megan, lost Tony.
Okay. Welcome back, Megan. Just talking political stuff now.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
This is great. This is what the dragon is. This is what he would want.
Well, this is what Mule would have wanted.
Exactly, 100%. Don't.
You don't want any
apologize.
crying over your beers.
No.
You know.
Yeah. Miss that, man. I enjoyed living closer. I got to see him a few more times. That was super cool. Unfortunately, it wasn't in the greatest of times, but
I think we talked more offline than we did online.
yeah, same. I take vitamins every day so I don't get sick, and I never wore a mask. Nice. I never wore a mask unless I was told I had to. There was one time, and not every time when I was told I had to did I wear a mask. There was one time, I'll tell you real quick. My wife was going in to get a breast cancer screening. She had had a lump. So this is a breast cancer scare. We're thinking she might have breast cancer, right? We're kind of freaking out. So I take her to this breast cancer screening, and they give her a mask. And they tell me I have to have a mask, but they won't give me one. They have a whole bunch of them there, but they're not going to give me one because I'm not the patient. I'm like, are you kidding me? Can I buy one? She's like, no, they're not for sale. They're only for the patients. You have to go out somewhere else in the hospital to buy or get your mask. I'm like, wow, okay. I'm here for my wife, breast cancer scare, right? And so I exit that area looking for a mask. I can't find any other place that has a mask. So in the roadway between the hospital buildings, I do find a trash can that has a mask that has been stepped on, has been just laying there probably for a good 24, 30 hours.
Somebody wiped their ass with it.
They probably wiped their butt with it. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. The wife matters more. And I took that dirty ass mask and I went back up there and I put it on and I told her exactly where I got it. I was like, are you happy now that you know where I got this from, breathing out of it? But I have a mask on. I would like to go see my wife, please. Oh, I laid it in onto her, and then the wife got pissed off and complained. Actually, found the name of like one of the head executives of the Humana healthcare company, and contacted her husband's personal phone number. She got like Nugs can find some numbers. She can definitely track some people down, and all of a sudden we get a call saying, how did you get this number? Yes, this is who you're thinking it is, but we don't understand how you got this number. What do you want? You know, and she actually got results. That lady at that desk got fired. She could have sold me a mask. I would have bought it for 50 cents. Fuck. Well, anyway, that's
Yeah, that
one
was
of my mask
ridiculous. That
stories.
pissed me off so bad. And yeah, it was the director of operations. She didn't
Was
want
it?
her assistant wouldn't answer my calls or put me through to her, so I was like, fine, I'll just call her home.
Whoa.
What up, old bag?
I got a call back from that assistant real quick.
I bet.
How did you get this number? Google.
The internet.
Can y'all hear me or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's weird. I had to go out and then come back in.
Yeah, sometimes that happens, Tone. Yeah. Discord. Welcome. We'll probably try to have to find something better. I don't know. This is what I figured. Oh man. Yeah, good times, man. This is pretty much the original crew. Like, we're missing a couple people. Maybe Bobby Paradise, was he around? I mean, he was in and out, right?
Big holster was
Yeah,
in and
yeah.
out.
He'd always
he
come
got,
in, talk about his reloading and stuff. That was fun. You know, he's a
Yeah,
millionaire now. Owns a whole bunch of property.
Yeah, well, he was in the sex toy industry.
Yeah, I remember that. He was trying. Oh my God, he doesn't do that anymore. But I should rib him on that. Hey, can I buy a dildo? Oh my God, I remember that. No, he invested in Bitcoin or something like that. Made it real big.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Now he does videos on solar panels or something. I think he still does videos though. I haven't checked it
Looks
out
like
in a while.
shit's gonna. It looks like shit. I say over this weekend. Looks like shit's about to kick.
Yeah. What's going on?
You get 2 more people shot in Portland. They're already every city that was burning down and the George Floyd bullshit has all been activated.
Yeah.
They're saying China's spending a bunch of money.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I mean, they spent a bunch of money to cause unrest over there, but they're
Well, I
saying
mean,
China.
what do you think that whole thing in Venezuela was really about? China's influence. I mean, the whole Panama Canal had Chinese fucking signs all over it, you know? Like,
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I totally understand some of those points of view, but if your house is not clean, how can you go out into the world and do anything else? Like, if we can't even take care of our own people, our own veterans, the infrastructure here, so on and so forth. I mean, we're still
well,
doing,
I would
you
say
know,
maybe he's trying to get rid of the outside influence first and then work on the inside without the outside influence activated. You know, like if you can take out the outside influence before you then go after
I think
the...
he's part of it. I think he's just part of it.
Yeah.
I got no faith in him anymore.
Yeah.
When's the last time the U.S. government did anything to protect or level up the American people?
Never.
Hey, Maggie May, I
Never.
see your updated photo. That's great.
Who?
Maggie May updated her profile
Yeah, I
pic.
figured that one looked a little bit better. You could see more clear, like my dad's face and stuff.
Yeah, that's your dad and your mom. Oh
Yeah, that
my
was actually
goodness.
my freshman homecoming.
Wow.
How come I can't see it?
Do you see my icon on my little tab? You don't see my face because I'm not streaming in here, but
I see everybody's, but I don't
let me see.
see.
Turn on camera.
I just see like avatars.
Let me see if I can turn on my video camera. No, I can't. Okay, stop that. Yeah, I can't stream my actual face on this PC, unfortunately. Yeah.
Yeah, they want you to buy some stuff. You could see it on YouTube. You look on YouTube.
No, that's a great photo though. I love it. That's great.
Damn it, I can't see it.
Yeah, can you click
Yeah, I'd
on
love
other
to see
people's
it.
profiles? Maybe click on her profile and see if it enlarges it. Because if I click on her profile,
He was such a proud grandpa, man. Half the time I'd call him,
yeah,
I'd be like, "Hey, what's up, man?" He's like,
yeah,
"Oh, I'm at the park with the kiddos," and I was
oh
just like,
yeah,
"Right on, brother. You're living the best life."
Oh
You know?
yeah,
dude,
he was a great grandpa. My kids
yeah.
all loved him. They were super close with him, and even my nephew loved him to death. And he gave every single one of his grandkids their nicknames.
Oh,
Every single one of
nice,
them.
nice. I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
he was the go-to for that. Every time we had a kid, it was, all right, Papa, what's the nickname for this one? And he sure did. Every single one of them got their nickname from
Now
him.
he did it. Did he do it right away, or did he wait to see like a trait, coming
He
through?
would give it at most it would be like a week
Okay.
at most to come up with a nickname. But he gave every single one of them a nickname. And
It
Oh,
I
really,
actually, when I was pregnant with my oldest, uh, he wasn't too happy about it because I was only 18.
right.
So he definitely was not happy about that.
Yeah,
But
as we
he,
wouldn't be as fathers.
yeah, exactly. But he warmed up to the idea and he talked to my stomach every single day up until I had her. And then
Oh,
he was with me through my labor. And I remember he was sitting next to me and I told the nurse that I had to push. And she was like, no, don't push. I got to go get the doctor. And I'm like, no, bro, like I got to push. And I looked at my mom and she was like, don't do it, Megan. Don't push. You got to hold it. So I looked over at my dad and I was like, Dad, I got to push. It hurts. Like, I got to push. And he goes, fuck that shit, Megan.
go ahead
Women
and push.
have babies in taxi cabs every day in New York. You got to push, baby, you push, and I'll catch her. And
yep.
he sure did. He caught her coming out.
Nice.
And then she was on the warming table and he walked over and as soon as he started talking, like instantly, she stopped crying. She was calm. Everything from him talking to her in my stomach. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. But it was
That's
so
such a
awesome.
that's such a cool story. I never heard that story, but I can totally see it.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
100%, 100%.
You think those are nicknames, but knowing your dad like I did, those weren't nicknames. Those were aliases. There's a
Hmm.
big there's a, there's a big difference.
Yeah.
AKAs. Just in case you ever have to rob a bank or a liquor store, use those code words. Nobody will know who you are.
The funny thing is the Green Dragon Tavern. We would have those lives or whatever, and then we would go offline and still talk to each other.
Oh, yeah.
After it wasn't on YouTube and talk a
Half
bunch of
the
shit.
time it was longer than the live version by like double.
Almost always, yeah. And we were already warmed up, so we could really say some cool shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, all the people who wanted to be YouTube famous leave because as soon as you end the stream, you're like, okay, I don't
Yeah,
want to be here no more. And then you get the real OGs. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I love the old days.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because I disagreed with him all the time.
Yeah, you did. How many times you
Oh, that
get
was his
kicked out?
favorite thing, though. You
Yeah.
disagree with him, he wanted to talk to you all day long. That was his favorite thing.
Cheers, Mule.
Yeah. Well, he didn't have any problem with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had one drag out fight, and he apologized after. He's like, "Damn it, you were right." And I'm like, "Dude, I told you, man."
Yeah, I loved it and he would only ever call you. He'd never really come out on the dragon the next day and tell you were right. He would give you a call or a text or some kind of
Yep.
personal, you were right.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, you can
Yep.
say this in front of other people. What's up with not saying that
Yeah.
in front of a witness?
Yeah.
Asshole.
Yep.
Stinger was right. Or Mule, Rev was right. Nope. Just a personal
Yeah.
message.
But the dragon, like I said, was very therapeutic. It saved
It
me a
was.
lot of money because I didn't need to get therapy. I was able to just go in there and talk some shit, and you know.
All right.
Yeah, and I think not doing that no more is like it sucks, dude. I mean, that's why I still make them. You know, I mean, people are like, how? You know, why? That's the only reason.
Well,
Because
for me,
otherwise, just like sitting there bottled up, really.
well, for
There's
me,
something to be said for having a clear conscience, Tony.
yeah,
You know what I mean? It's like, dude, we really can't change anything or affect anything overall, right? We can only control what's in front of us. But at least speaking your mind, the First Amendment is that ability to say, look, I care about humanity and this is what I see, and prepare. That because that's
yeah,
all we were ever trying to get across is look,
yeah,
prepare.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
These conveniences are making us weak,
Bro,
lazy, and stupid.
could you navigate around a place you don't know without your phone or some sort of GPS? Could you read a map? You know how that I was looking at that the other day. I was like, man, this is archaic.
I was always
Well,
I was always moved because it was like sinister, and I always felt like, like we were kind of like spreading the good word, even if it was cuss words in there.
yeah, 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 absolutely. Because and that's why the name of the chat was also perfect. And
Well,
I,
I
We
got
ex-
my
we
opinion
exper-
changed. I got my opinion changed a few times. Did you ever have your opinion changed in the Green Dragon? You thought one way and then you changed it after discussing it with other people here.
Yeah, well, a handful of us out in Nevada experienced it firsthand, though, how evil and how, they came at with me. You would have thought I had done something so crazy the way that they came at me. The to have somebody assigned to me. I mean,
Yeah.
that's crazy. And they never even stopped. That was the biggest part of leaving Vegas. They never stopped, dude. They just
Wow.
continually made their presence known. Even if I didn't see or hear nothing for a couple months or 6 months, boom, they'd be behind me. They'd fucking gang stalk me, and they would do what they did to me. And I didn't. You would think I did something bad to deserve that.
All right. But that was from Bundy
that gang
Ranch.
stalking is real.
Yeah. It's
That was,
intimidation, like, can you imagine if that's I mean, I imagine the feds are still doing that, but can you imagine if the feds were doing that to, say, the protesters, the quote unquote protesters out there? They would lose their shit.
yeah.
It always comes down to violence against people that are patriotic. Those are who the government are actually concerned about.
Ones that actually
The only
believe in the
ones they're concerned
ideals.
about. You would think they'd be concerned about the people that want to overthrow the country and that are seditious.
They're the ones that are running it.
Yeah.
Half the time.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's crazy because honestly, like, it's made me, like, especially lately, I've been more than anything, it's made me more spiritual, like way like on a whole nother level. And I don't know, I get the vibes that like God's like, keep on doing what you do, keep on talking, because I mean, kind of like, what else if we're just like sitting on our hands? I mean, I don't know, man. It's still a kind of an obligation, like, if you know the truth, to put it out there. And I censor myself sometimes because, like, on Facebook, I got family on there. So I try really hard. It slips out every now and again, but I try really hard to not do it. But I feel like it's almost like even if I don't say that to them or whatever, and I'm like, like censoring myself, like, they don't know the whole drill. They don't know everything. And it's kind of
yeah.
like,
You got to keep some stuff
not.
on the DL.
Yeah, you got to keep stuff to yourself. I don't know, man. It's selfish in a way. I mean, they can just tell me to go fuck myself, but at least I'll still be telling them the truth of what's going on. Because I see people, they pick one side or the other, and I want to grab everybody and say, dude, it's all of them.
Yeah. Doesn't
Yep.
matter right or left. Either one of them is going to screw you over.
Well, just getting it off your chest is, it's like taking a good shit. You know what I mean? It has to be done.
It
Yeah.
does have to be done. Yeah.
Yeah, and once you're out there, it's not like you can go back to sleep. It's not like you could turn it as bad. I mean, I don't know about you, but as bad as I want to turn it off, it's like It's there. It's there, and I gotta be, you know.
So what are we all gonna do as old men?
I'll be surprised if we make it that far.
We're becoming old men, guys. Isn't that sad? When I started this, I think I was still in my early 30s.
I'm already there, man.
All right.
Yeah, I was only
Yeah.
like 20. I was only like 29.
Yeah, you were the youngest one. Yeah, for sure, 100%. You're the baby. And you
And the
looked like
most
you were
piss and vinegar,
14. Sorry.
and the most piss and vinegar too.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, everybody always had to knock me off the cliff, like in the private chats. I've had Mule many times. They told me
Yes.
like,
Yes.
yeah,
He would even talk to me about sometimes that you had to talk you down. Not all the details, but like, oh my goodness. Nugs used to hate Tony. Oh, just hate him. Every time he'd come on, she'd be like, "Oh, I'm turning this off. I can't stand him." And now she's
No,
like,
I
she's actually admiring Tony quite a bit, and all the things that he's been able to accomplish, and the changes that he's made in his own life. And now when he comes on, she's like, "Hey, Tony's on." I'm like, okay, I'll go check it out.
but that's what needs to be done. Like the whatever that generation is, Gen Z. I mean, the younger people have to get involved, man. They
Yeah.
gotta speak up. They gotta say, nah, You know what I mean? The younger you can get, involved in knowing what the hell's going on, the better off you'll be. I mean, it's a fine line, obviously, but that's why that was cool, because we had, lots of different generations come and go through it,
Yeah.
but I mean, think about it. The young people have more to lose.
They
yeah.
do.
The Gen Z is, they're like kind of ahead of their time about being awake. They're either really stupid or they're like really awake, like
Really
ultra
awake.
awake.
Yeah, like watching Nick
Yeah,
Yep.
Fuentes and shit. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So
Hey,
I mean, there's hope. There's hope there, but I don't know, man. I don't know if it's enough. I don't know if hope's enough.
damn. Old bag is. Wait. I got to read a comment from the chat. Old bag says, I walk around my city wearing body armor and steel plated VAM braces. People think I'm crazy, but the lawmen stay away from me, and I am in England and I'm 54. Damn, you're wearing bulletproof vests and all that in England. That's impressive. I wear 2 firearms on me, usually 245s, but I just got a new Hellcat Pro, which is a 9mm and super slim. So I'm switching over to that, but I still have a 45. So I have a 45 and a 9mm, and that's pretty heavy. I can't even imagine wearing a freaking bulletproof vest all the time. Although I wouldn't mind doing that, but it's too much weight. I already wear too
You know
much
what's
shit.
cool is like I met all you guys. I've met Stinger
Yeah,
in real
you
life.
have.
I met Rebel. I didn't meet Mule in real life.
Oh, man.
Nugs. Who
Yeah.
else? HD, Sap, Bikes.
Bikes is in
I
chat,
would
by the
say,
way.
I would say, Tony, that you knew Mule just as good as anybody did. Period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Like
100%.
seriously, I mean, if you counted the hours that we all talked offline, online, and everything in between, shit. You know what I mean?
We
You
should
guys,
ask
that's
the
why
we
you
should
guys are
ask
all my
the
friends. Yeah, go ahead.
we should ask the feds for all our chats that they logged, all our private, so we can watch those back, like replay the good times.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit.
There's a lot
I
of
tried
them.
doing it with like when Sat passed. I tried playing our old videos, but I don't have a computer no more,
What?
and the computer I had was trash, and I could not get it to. I'd
All
like to
right.
just go back and watch some of them dragging, especially with the people that ain't here no more.
We all
I'd
need to
love.
get we need to get a GoFundMe for Tony for a new computer. Walmart special, $900. Come on, who can chip in?
I'm out here working, man.
No, you need a PC, bro. What the hell?
I crawl under houses and attics and all types of crazy shit. I try to
Nice.
make that money.
Well, that's
Yeah.
cool. That's
Yeah, that's how
cool.
I got the house, man. I lived off grid for 3 years and worked like a slithering snake underneath people's houses doing crawl spaces.
Dude, that's
Dude,
awesome.
you've overcome a lot of shit, dude. You've
Yeah.
reinvented yourself over and over, and we're all proud of you, dude.
Hell yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
you know, and when I took off, when I ran for the hills, man, you know me, I called you. I'm like, dude, you're an inspiration. You know, it's like no
Yeah.
shit. I don't care if you're living in an outhouse. It's still inspiring because people won't lose conveniences for freedom, dude. They just won't.
Yep.
Yeah. And I don't recommend that. You know, I would love. I've made a couple videos on it. I would never recommend people did what. I mean, if you had, I don't know. I guess if it
Uh,
worked out in the end where I was, but man,
I'm
it was no
I'm
way to live. I was
I'm
stuck.
full Ted Kaczynski, bro. Like fuck that shit.
Yeah. Well, the problem is that you got
Mr.
to get your girl
Suburb.
to be able to be on board in the boonies too and live off grid, and that's the tough part. You
Good
know.
luck with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's hit or miss. Luckily, I have a good woman.
I wouldn't even consider that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In IT, and I don't want to work in IT anymore. I know what's coming, and I don't like it.
Well, me and Nugs, we're trying to buy an Amish home right now, actually. We're looking
Hell
at
yeah.
all the Amish homes around here because, yeah, we can get solar panels, and a lot of these Amish homes are close enough to the electricity that we could have the electricity put in as well. But they're already ready for off-grid living. So, you know, whatever we add, that's great. And it's like super cheap comparison, right? When you go Amish, they sell them for, I want to say, at least 30% less than the going rate of anything else on the market because of
Yeah.
no electricity.
Were they asking for that?
I saw at least probably, I would say, a $900,000 to $1 million home going for $400,000.
Yeah,
What
this
are we,
place was a freaking mansion. I'm not even kidding.
It had 40
like
acres. It had an outbuilding that was a lumber mill. He was making his own furniture there with a diesel engine and straps on a conveyor belt in order to run them because somehow that's okay for him. But yeah, it had all the stuff for the animals. It had like 30 acres. Had like, what was it, 2-story house? Huge house.
two-story house with a full basement. And so check this out. They had a two-seater outhouse, and they had a wood
Side by
stove
side.
hooked up in the basement with all the ventilation running up to the upstairs and ventilation running out to the outhouse.
So the outhouse would be warm
wow,
for him. Yeah.
running water and the whole bit?
No running
Pump.
water.
They had
have
pumps.
hand pumps in
Hand
their house.
pumps. Yeah, they had a hand pump in the
It's
house.
crazy how it's crazy the price difference between like the South and up there where you guys are or
Yeah.
out where Rebel is. I mean, it's
Yeah.
insane. Like my sister bought a house I think last December maybe 400,000. It's a cookie cutter home, but it's crazy. You can out here you can get a house even for under 100,000. It's not gonna be great,
All
but I
right.
mean it's gonna be a dumper a little bit, but man, it's
Hey,
just
man.
crazy what the price difference is.
Yeah. Probably
Got to pay to
flipping a
play
house.
though.
Probably buying a crappy house and flipping it to get the down payment on the house you actually want. Probably a good idea, huh?
Can you get a USDA loan out there?
I think so. We were trying for our first home buyer loan, but what do you think, Nugs?
You should
USDA?
have. So, do you have a realtor? Do you have a broker or something that's working for you, or no?
Yeah, we have a couple realtors actually.
We have a couple of realtors, and the one, what she was explaining to me is that if we went USDA, we'd have a shot at
Don't.
financing an Amish home. But if we went
Yeah,
FHA, we could not finance an Amish home because they require it to have electricity and water.
FHA. Yeah.
Yeah.
USDA. I don't know if they'll. I don't know, but USDA, you don't got to put nothing.
It. I guess there's like acreage requirements. It has to be certain distance outside of the city. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
Um,
but you don't got
but
to put nothing down.
running water
Don't.
or power. So
Yeah,
You
you don't.
you do a USDA loan. You're in bed with the government. They have all kinds of rules and regulations.
What
You
up,
think code?
bikes?
It's not worth the juice is not worth the squeeze, man.
I would say the FHA is more like that, and the USDA is like almost like a veterans loan. I'm telling you right now, USDA is I that's what I use is USDA, and that's
Oh, maybe
that's
that's not
that's
that's
yeah
not for
that's rural.
farming, is it?
It's
Hmm?
rural development is what USDA is. So like Nugs is talking about, like I think the government does like hands out money for stuff like that for like dying towns and like areas they don't like want everybody to move out of. And I mean, that's the concept that I thought maybe is how it was kind of explained to me. But yeah, dude, and there's not that many restrictions. You can't Airbnb it or something like that. But there's only like a little tiny amount of restrictions. The interest is comparable to the market. You don't have to put nothing down. I had to look what else, but it's good. I mean, FHA is going to be real restrictive, like a lot more
What up,
restrictive.
True Blitz? Yeah. Yeah, so that's what we've been doing. But, after we went on this big trip, I took a drive. I drove from Indiana to Phoenix, 1,700 miles. Then from Phoenix to Orlando. I don't know how far that is, but Orlando, Florida was pretty far. Took us 3
Far as
days.
hell.
Took 3 days to drive it. And then from Florida back to Indianapolis, we took 12 days, and 6 of that was just driving.
We went home last December, and what I noticed, because I haven't been home for like 5 years,
Mm.
is that Arizona and Utah, the roads are complete shit.
Yeah.
Everything is like what I mean, New Mexico's always been like that, but Arizona wasn't always like that. Arizona's a dump, man.
Yeah, I'm glad I
All the
got out of there, dude.
all those states with good weather, they got the homeless population is insane.
Oh my goodness. I could tell you stories.
Dude, the violent crime in New Mexico, it's crazy. The poverty and the damn violent crime in New Mexico is out of control.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of municipalities don't. Um, you go to look at crime statistics, and it's all rigged, dude. They don't report shit because they don't want people knowing. They want people to be like, unaware. You're looking for maybe a place to live or move or whatever, and you look at those things and the population and this and that, and all those numbers are skewed. They're not factual. Even here, you talk to the local cops, they'll give you the heads up, but if you look at the data that's available, it doesn't match what, the cops are telling you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, the crime rate in Nevada should be permanently fucked for all of history because of the damn Las Vegas shooting.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
they should be
dude.
yeah, they should be like credited like 66 deaths each year because of that, just because they want to lie about it. Like Nevada should get an automatic like 66 added to their damn credit. Motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's a nasty rabbit hole, man, because those folks that were involved in Bundy ended up, going to, Hawaii, and then all that shit happened in Hawaii, and it's just like, man, the paper trail is massive.
Wonder how many of those
Yeah,
were at January
Lombardo's
6th.
your governor now.
Yep.
He's not even is he up for re-election? He is, isn't he? Or no?
I
He
don't
ain't
know, dude.
been years. He's the ultimate scumbag, dude. When there's like a list of scumbags, the crazy thing is like just face to face with him out there that day, screaming. He's screaming at me. I'm screaming at him, and now he's the governor. There's video of I want to say there's
Next time
video.
you gotta be like, you remember me, bitch?
Wow, he's man, he's tied deep. But there's video HD. I want to say HD's got video of us all at the one of the rallies, and the cops are up there trying to say blah blah blah, and I'm yelling at the previous sheriff that Lombardo was under. I think it was Gillespie or something. And I'm in the crowd shouting, "He's not my sheriff!" And
Yeah.
I live in Clark County, and oh, dude, I painted a fucking target on my big old head. It's crazy.
Yeah, you're lucky you didn't have
Hey, Nugs,
worse
I think the dog needs to
shit
go out.
come down for you, bro.
I mean, it
You know what I
was
mean?
pretty bad. I mean,
I know, but I'm talking about, like, oh, he got in a drunk driving accident. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you just
I felt
accidentally, your bricks were cut.
Yeah, and I felt like that all the time. I remember you guys telling me like, "Don't go nowhere, just by yourself." And in Vegas, I didn't do a whole lot of being by myself ever.
I remember
You
you
know?
calling me, telling me shit, and going, dude, am I paranoid? Am I crazy? I said, nope, not one little bit, dude.
Yeah, yeah. We had my one of my best friends lived next to me in that little condo I lived in, and no, he moved out. I knew the unit's empty, and for a week I could hear somebody over there messing
Hmm.
around.
Yep.
And I did videos about it and everything, but I mean, it was just like the
I just thought
wildest
you
of
were
wild times,
paranoid.
man. I just remember, I mean, they handcuffed me, put me on the side of the highway where there's not even a pullover lane. They were like impeding traffic on the freeway to fucking fuck with me at work.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
just
How they even know you were in a company vehicle? How they even know it was you?
because they're just
Right?
following everybody around. I mean,
Well, I mean,
everybody that went
Exactly.
there. Yeah, you guys were right. Everybody that went there, they took pictures of the license plates, all
yeah.
that. We went to Lavoy Finicum's funeral, and they flew a prop plane above the funeral for the whole funeral.
Wow.
Yeah, that was intimidation because their techniques are way more stealthy than that, dude. Stingray and all the shit. It's
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Remember in Oregon, the FBI they bragged that they were wearing night vision, and they crept around the compound where while everybody was sleeping, and they could have taken out whoever they wanted. I mean, you had FBI agents saying crazy shit like that. You know,
yep. Yep.
you had just recently. I think it was Cash and Bongino that just awarded those agents of that debacle up there awards.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the more evil
Wow.
you are, the higher you go up.
Yeah.
As long as you do what you're told, don't ask questions.
Yeah, dude. Fucking wild, bro. It's like, holy moly. Was that even real? Was any of that even real? Did I even live in
Unfor-
Las Vegas?
Seems like a
Unfortunately.
lifetime ago, doesn't it, Tone?
Dude, it seems March will be 6 years since I've been gone.
Damn.
But you know what? They didn't shut you up, Tony. They
Nope.
No,
tried,
they
but you
tried. I
went
was
in.
I was scared too, dude. I'm not gonna
Anybody
pretend
would
that.
have been, dude. But you weren't scared enough to shut up, so it didn't work.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
I think that's what we should all do. We should probably all continue to do it because I mean
That's
they're
what I
gonna
was talking
fucking
about, bro.
yeah, they're gonna take us out anyways.
Yep.
Might as well educate it as we go down. If nothing else, get a few more people on board. People are waking up.
I've been here almost 6 years and there's never been no chemtrails in the sky until this year.
Really.
Really.
Yeah, there's no flight pass. There's nothing over this area. Zero. It's not a no-fly zone, but I'm not on the way to anywhere. The area I live in is like an island in the Ozarks. There's no reason to fly over. There never has been. I always just thought, because of COVID, shit was just slow. But as I noticed over years, dude, you get a military, aircraft of some sort to fly over maybe like once a year or something. But the chemtrails are out in the sky over here pretty good now, especially this year.
Thank you,
And
Booze.
then I was telling Mark yesterday, dude, they're flying C-130s like 100 feet off the deck. Like I don't know what they're doing around here. I guess training. I have no fucking clue. But whatever they're doing is crazy. I mean, they got lots of videos of them low flying aircraft all through these, the Ozark areas where I'm at.
Mm.
And none of that
That's
was
cool.
going on. Yeah, that none of that was going on, 5 years ago or almost 6 years ago. This is the dead zone out here. You wouldn't hear aircraft at 30,000 feet. You didn't hear electricity humming. I mean, we're out here, man. If you guys knew how far I was out here, you guys would be like, fuck that.
Tony. Oh man, I would have loved to taken you over to my place in Ash Fork. That place was out there, bro.
Yeah.
Wonder. It
Yeah, you hear
was.
banjos out in the woods over here.
Oh damn, son. Don't
But
want to
I
hear
pick up I
that.
pick up my I pick up my banjo and start playing.
Let's see, bikes and bullets. Bikes and bullets says, "Yep, only lately spraying is noted here where we're at. When I was home for 2 months in Vegas, it was every day." And Mindy Patriot Angel says Santilli did 619 days after Bundy Ranch in Mahler.
But he cut a deal with the feds. Santilli cut a deal with the feds like a long time ago. Didn't he come out in his video saying he was a CI also, I thought?
I have no idea on that
I'm gonna have to ask Grok. Grok will know.
Oh, that's funny. I guess the some of the OGs are coming out of the woodwork for this one, huh? That's
Yeah, a
awesome.
little bit. It's good to see you guys. Thank you
We
for being here.
appreciate it. You know, Mule would appreciate it to know that everybody's coming out.
Yeah,
It's awesome. Thank you.
absolutely. Oh, good times, man.
I love AI. Like, I'm afraid where it's going, but I love it that, like, I always tell people, you know, we have AI at our fingertips. You don't have to be lied to anymore. Once they fix the algorithm, it'll go back to getting lied to. But I mean, we have AI, and you don't have to, don't take my word for it. And there'll be cited, information on here where the AI pulled it from too. It says Pete Santilli accepted a plea deal in 2017 related to Bunkerville. He pleaded guilty to one felony count.
Jay Sparks is saying no, he wasn't CI. He was just a lame. Santilli is on Rumble apparently. Says mine, Mindy Patriot.
Yeah, I seen him on there, and he's terrible. I don't know. The guy is just. It says the rumors of him being a informant is there's nothing to corroborate it.
Oh,
for
I
sure.
remember
It's
that.
Unsubstantiated.
Yeah, I finally remember that Santilli was an informant. He was a YouTuber, yeah.
Well, he took a plea deal though, so.
Whatever happened to the one, was it Yankee Marshall who said not one more step over this line and I want to shoot everyone? He got like in a whole bunch of trouble for like making threats.
No, that was James.
James Yeager, yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, he turned that one around real quick, huh?
So, I mean, what about this context? It says he was at January 6th, but he wasn't charged with anything. I don't know. Why would they even bring up January 6th with his name?
Dude, on January 6th, when I went to whatever thing I went super dark, man. I had accidentally, went mud bogging the day before, so my car was just covered in mud. Couldn't recognize anything about it, unfortunately. Not even the license plate was visible, unfortunately. But we drove that semi-close and then walked like 4 blocks to the place, fully geared up, fully masked up.
Did you have your phone with you?
No, no, I did not. We had CB radios just in case we got separated. Yeah. So we were very smart about that. Yeah. And then when we walked, we hit a car wash on our way home, and then it was all gone.
Well, I mean, it's kind of crazy because it's kind of college for all of us. We know what mistakes not to make ever again.
Yeah, dude, bruh.
Never checker up yourself in any of these dealios. Unless you're a leftist, you can do whatever you want. But if you're on the right and you go to any of these protests, if you go and you know what I mean, you're going to get set up because the feds, man, they want that patriot booty. They're gay for the patriot booty.
Yeah, they're not very appreciative of the help either. Like, look at the people at, even let's say, what was it, Butler, Pennsylvania, right, for the assassination supposedly. And these people are telling them that there's a shooter on the roof. Nobody listened to their ass. Just that alone, and that's just that one stupid story, right? Like they don't appreciate your help. You're not going to do anything for them,
Yeah, Blues Girl says honey pot. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta watch out for those, man.
Any pretty girls coming up to you and telling you how awesome you are? Yeah. Like, no, I'm good.
Right? Gets me every time. Shut.
They can't get me in a honey pot, unfortunately. I wish they used to maybe could have, but not anymore.
Pulled out the old honey pot again, I see. Oh man, they use the Asians. No one can resist them. That's what they do.
Oh, Irish would have a hard time with that one for sure. He's got a thing for him.
I think we all would.
Yeah, I mean, I can't lie. They're kind of cute. Yeah.
Man. Yeah, it says 2 people hospitalized. They didn't die, but 2 people hospitalized in Portland that our
Wow.
border patrol got these 2.
Wow.
I sent Rebel a very sick, disgusting tweet earlier, and he didn't even respond.
He didn't respond to my
Oh.
going live on the Dragon either, so don't feel bad.
I don't click on everything I'm sent, because no offense, Tony,
He's
but
got
it could be
VPNs.
anything coming from you, brother.
Two
No,
girls,
it's not.
one cup.
It's decent. It's a good one. It's not. I don't send.
What up, HTP?
Fucking, no, I don't. Yeah, I don't send porn and shit like that. No.
Well, I didn't recognize I'm not on X, so I didn't know if I could even see it, and I didn't know it was from X. I'm just like, okay, I actually thought it was a link to this, honestly.
Yeah, X is like cool because you don't have to have an account like to view. Like if somebody sends you a link to something, like if somebody sends me something to Instagram or TikTok, I can't even open it, and I tell them that I'm like, I don't have Instagram, I don't have TikTok, so I can't open the shit.
Okay.
Hey, we gotta introduce to the chat. HTP is in the chat. Rip to the legend. HTP, we got links to the Dragon if you want to come in. It's a Discord link. James Yeager died in 2022, and then we had Bikes and Bullets talking.
He died in Ukraine, didn't he?
I don't know.
Oh shit.
He died in Ukraine.
And we have 2 migrants
Is that
who
what
were
AI
shot
told you,
are
Tony?
suspected criminals
he
believed to be
died
part
in
of a
fucking
Trinidad
Ukraine.
terror gang. Wow.
No way. Are you serious?
He went over there to fight or what?
Yeah, he went over there to teach fucking Ukrainians how to kill Russians. That's what he went over there.
And then he died for it. Wow.
Remember, he made a video. He made a video saying he didn't have much time left. He had MS or something.
Oh, I didn't know
yeah.
that. Wow, I didn't know that. Oh wow.
So he was all on board, huh?
Stupid from day one.
Yeah. Bro, who was your favorite gun tuber to just pick on for their stupidity?
James Yeager. He came back. I said he came back.
No,
it said he got to Kiev and he was heavily threatened and he returned home. Then he died.
Huh.
Oh.
From ALS. He had Lou Gehrig's.
Nothing fancy for me. I hated Nothing Fancy.
Oh, don't you ever say anything bad about Nothing Fancy.
I hate Nothing Fancy.
What about Sue? Can't stand Sue.
He was the first YouTube channel I subscribed to.
What, Nothing Fancy?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he was one of the first ones out there for sure, but I don't know.
And it wasn't even over gun videos. It was his hiking, camping videos that I was like, oh, this is great, man.
Yeah.
Is he still around?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
He is.
What up? Well, we had somebody there for a second. They left. Don't know who it was.
Lieutenant Colonel Nothing Fancy?
All right, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh my gosh. 2 weeks ago he did a video. He's still around.
Wow.
I think he's a straight shooter, man.
Well, he's consistent.
Honestly, never ever watched his stuff. I'm not gonna say I've never seen a Nothing Fancy video, but I never, I don't know.
Yeah, you've definitely seen one at least.
He's an acquired taste, probably for older folks like me. Honestly, because he's just kind of like a family man. I mean, he's ex Air Force and stuff, but he would talk real shit. But I just liked his philosophy, and he would go out and use the gear and talk about it, and it seemed honest and sincere. I mean, that's all I care about. It's like I don't care if you're full of shit as long as you believe what you're saying. Right? We can disagree, but if I believe you believe what you're saying, then it's fine.
Well, I think he was
But if
starting to
I
push products that he wasn't really necessarily believing in. Like the whole Olight thing when that came out, he was just pushing the hell out of that. I don't know. It was an
so was
alright.
everybody else.
Yeah, it's
What
true.
was his SOCOM videos? His M1 SOCOM videos.
My
Mm.
my favorite gun tuber to fucking rag on was
Sense of
Yankee
preppers.
Marshall. We got him in the Green Dragon, remember?
Yeah, Yankee
Yeah,
Marshall, bro. That's hilarious.
scumbag. Dude, I tell you, I swear to God, and you can ask, damn, you'd have to ask. Who was the guy that was with G Mangos, the Maryland guy that did
Oh.
gun? He did the gun websites with G Webs. Anyways, I met Yankee Marshall face to face in a smoky hotel room with a bunch of other dumb YouTubers, and he was such a pussy, dude. It was crazy how big of a pussy he is. I mean, I was kind of shocked. I was like, I'm in front of you, dude. You talked all this shit, and you know what I mean.
Yep. He's also
Yeah.
an ex-cop, Tony.
Oh, was he?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because, like, I think they were buying weed.
Hey, man, cops smoke too. Come on now.
I don't know that he was smoking. I
That's
think the
what you were
guys that he
doing
was with.
that's what you were doing in the hotel room, you fucker.
All right.
Yeah, you know it. I mean, why else would
If there's weed
I'd
there
be
to
around
be
anybody
smoked,
from
Tony's gonna
YouTube?
smoke some.
Exactly.
That's
Oh,
funny. That's how I ended up at the YouTube the YouTube gun party at Senor Frogs, and James Yeager was there. I confronted him because he had beef with me. Remember, in fact I saw his bitch ass at Bundy Ranch too. I want to say, I don't know. I can't remember the order. I had to see him at Bundy Ranch first, then see that. But I seen Mac. What is it, Mac, the Marine dude? He was at that party. FPS Russia, I want to say, was at that
Oh my
party. Tag
goodness.
was there. Yeah, Tag
yep.
Daddy was there. Everybody was at Shot Show, and it was a party like after Shot Show, and so I think I just ended up standing there by myself. I talked to Iraqi veteran too. Veteran was actually the only person that was down to earth out of all of those people. He was the only person that was down to earth, relatable, and him and me were talking politics. And he was like, "These motherfuckers get what they vote for," and he was a really real dude, and everybody else was fake as fuck, like all of them.
That's funny because you could almost tell that by their YouTube personas, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, Iraq veteran. I don't watch him or anything. I don't watch YouTube. So
I
I
was
guess
very sad
I
when
don't mean
the
to say I don't watch all these channels. I just don't really watch YouTube anymore. But I don't know how Iraq veteran is now. But when I met him in 2016 or whatever year that was that we all met out there, there's a video maybe somewhere. He was a real dude.
That's cool. I
Well, it's
know. I
fun.
remember when the uncle or the owner or the old man when he died. Man, that
Oh
was
man,
sad. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. The old man was cool.
yeah, it
Well,
was.
it's funny to me that, a lot of these gun tubers, like, they would watch the Green Dragon. They would never
Mm,
tell anybody that they did.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, they were all like, fanboys. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Haas was there too. Yeah, Haas's little bitch ass. Yeah, and you know what it was is because the Bundy Ranch
main
happened, and
premise.
we had like the inside access. We had the only guys like that were actually on the ground that didn't have to come from out of state or
Well, shit,
super
you were on
far.
the ground. You remember the Bundy Ranch? You guys were streaming it, and I was streaming what you guys were giving me. I was at home because I couldn't make it because I was in Arizona and fat as fuck. But you were there on the ground, and whatever you guys were sharing, I was streaming straight to the dragon.
Yeah,
This was
that's how everybody's seen us. That's how Jaeger's seen us. Because
Mm-hmm.
you remember, I don't think Jaeger and Haas didn't come out until after I had been out there.
Hey, do you guys know what happened to Main Prepper? No.
I think he was in bad health.
Okay.
I think who else? Reed Hendricks was out there. I met him. He was a solid, real dude, actually.
So with hindsight being 2020, Tony, do you think that was how do I word this? A honeypot with the Mormon Masonic connection? Like, in hindsight, looking back, dude, do you think it was on the level of what you thought it was, or do you think because
I think
you
I
had
think the first one was and then Oregon was the setup to get everybody. That's what I
well, see,
think.
I would have to
Mm-hmm.
disagree with you. I would have to say that the Bundy thing smelt bad from the get go, and then how it rolled into the other thing was. I don't believe in coincidences. Let's put it that way. I think the whole damn thing was uh, a honeypot, honestly.
Yeah. Let's see who of you are truly committed to what you think you're committed to. Yeah. Separate.
Well, I mean, I spent time with those families in their home. You know what I mean? Like there would be times I just regularly go over there, like once a week or wherever, and Cliven would be there, or he wouldn't, or just his wife would be there. Or when Cliven went to jail, I went to go visit his wife, and she was thankful that I came out, and I took my kids down there. Cliven took us down there, let my kids pick out a bunch of melons, and gave us a bunch of raw honey that they had there on the farm. And all those people were poor. They weren't even like, they were LDS, but they weren't like, they didn't have no dough. The house was a shack. I mean, the house was a shack. You had kids running around barefoot out back, I mean, it was just, I don't know, that Bunkerville area, that what's that Overton area, those areas are very like rural. I think even still people hunt out there and all that kind of shit, but that's like the poor LDS out there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
So
what I'm saying is, at least my point of view, and that's why I'm asking you, because you have good discernment, and you were there. But it seems to me that was the first act, right? Because then the second act was kind of the conclusion, right? And
yeah.
all those motherfuckers walked. And in my experience, when people walk, I mean, look what they did to the January 6th folks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That people, literally just went to support their president or whatever, didn't do anything wrong. They were just there.
Mm-hmm.
And then they all got swooped up. Like every grandma, every grandpa, everybody, with a red hat. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I don't believe in coincidences.
What I would say is, and this is just, how I seen it, what I seen was, I don't want to say this any disrespect. I don't want anybody to take this disrespectful. This is just kind of how I see it now, all these years later, is, the Patriot movement kind of at that level. All the people had all the guns and had all that kind of stuff are, in a nice way, if I could say it, however, I don't know, useless idiots, right? I mean, even me at the time. Yeah, yeah. And well, I mean, YouTube gun guys and just gun people and just, there's not, they don't have all the meat, they don't know the whole Constitution. They don't know. I don't know, man. They were just easily able to be picked up, the ones that did. Or, they even tried with me. They tried with a bunch of us, putting us in that hotel room, trying to get us to spill our guts. And I just talked about God the whole time. I don't think they liked it.
I'm witnessing to this motherfucker. Jesus saves, bitch.
Yeah, but just
As a guy of mine,
naive. I think
as a guy,
naive. and once we got scooped up, or once they got scooped up, like it was like, oh shit, I really, what I mean, because they picked up mothers and fathers and
Yikes.
brothers and this, that, and the other, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh shit, this is actually real. I think people on the right, even maybe still to this day, are we still got to go back to work, and we still got to do all these things that keep us good little sheep, and so
Responsibilities.
I think we were way over our heads, dude. And then they just set the trap and baited it. I think, because remember, I contacted Michelle Fiore
Yep.
because the FBI had a bolo out on me.
What happened to her?
She I think she was a congresswoman, and then she ran for like a higher position, lost, ran for another higher position and lost. She's a judge now. She's a judge now out in Nye County, which is, Nye County.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, she's a judge out there, and I believe she's still a Republican and all that kind of good stuff. But she's in tight with the whole government of Nevada, like kind of uncomfortably, is why I don't really follow her or anything. But yeah, I think we were just all naive, gullible, stupid, all not all the way informed, and it just made it so easy. These guys, they had all the money and they were ready to spend it to put away people that love this country. And I don't know how many people were informants. I mean, I'm sure.
Well, okay. So look how many FBI were at January 6th. There was at least as many at Bundy and at the other deal and everything else. Not in numbers. I'm saying compared to the people that were there,
percentages.
right?
Yeah, percentages.
Yeah.
Percentage. Thank you, Stinger.
Infrastructure. Just the infrastructure alone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and drones.
I mean, they set up comms, they set up people on hills, they set up drones, they set up planes. I mean, they pretty much didn't spare any expense. It was, I think, I'll agree with you if you say it was entrapment and everybody got entrapped. I definitely believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was a big win, for America, and then January 6th, right? Or the other thing happened. That was like cowboys with bodyguards and informants, and then Lavoie lost his life.
That was a holy moly, man. When I think about that, dude, holy moly.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
But like I said, I don't believe in coincidences, man. These Mormons, the Masons, these, fucking Republicans, these, I'm sorry, man, but I trust none of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess since I
here.
went away from that, when I went away from that area, we don't have Mormons out here. There's a LDS here and there, but we don't have Mormons out here. I never really thought about it. I don't know enough about them, even though I grew up around them and everything. The Mormons have a huge presence in Las Vegas.
Look what they pulled off with the Charlie Kirk, man.
You think the Mormons did that?
I honestly have.
Maybe.
Yeah, I have no idea what happened there.
Okay, what are you guys' thoughts? Come on now, who killed Charlie Kirk? Should we trust the official story or no?
No, you can't trust that, but I don't have an answer.
What about that one guy who said he did it that was close by, and then I guess he was
George
like a plant?
Zinn.
Yeah.
George Zinn's his name.
I mean, I've looked into it a little bit. I'm not Candace Owens watching. I'm not watching Candace Owens or anything, but yeah, I've seen a little bit, and I see the Jewish connection that people are trying to put and stuff, and I kind of see it because of what he was talking about before he got assassinated and stuff. But I don't know.
I lean more into that, but I don't have the proof. And I would say two things. What's kind of crazy and makes it kind of unique for us three in this room. Like the shooting in Vegas and then the Charlie Kirk thing. Just these two things. What they're telling us about the guns that were used in both of those things don't line up with three guys.
I would like to know how he hid that in his pants and walked. That's a trick.
I mean, that's not a 30-06 hitting him though.
No.
I mean, you've shot 30. Tell me you've shot plenty of 30-06. I know I have.
I've shot bigger bores, but I haven't shot that one.
okay, gentlemen.
Yeah, I agree. The ballistics on that don't look accurate, but I know I've seen crazier things.
But you know what? How many things have gone on that are complete? If you just are just a normal person and they're telling you the story, the narrative, and then you look at it and go, yeah, I don't think this is adding up here.
Yeah, the bullet
I mean,
does have a problem with the bullet on the
every
30-06.
single thing, it's the opposite. If they tell you one thing, it's certainly not that thing. Just like Venezuela. Oh, it's
Yeah,
about the oil.
no.
Okay, well, it's not about the oil. Oh, it's about the minerals. Oh, it's not about the minerals. They're going to say, hey, it's about, national security. If they tell you something, it's not the truth. If they omit something, now you might be onto something.
All right. What are they
Yeah,
totally
and
against?
that's the most infuriating part is that, dude, they don't. We pay all this taxes. We're supposed to be invested and divested and whatever in this country, right? But they don't even trust us with not even a morsel of truth. I mean, they won't. It could be a damn chicken getting run over in the road, and it was a prize chicken, and
Mm.
everybody loved that chicken, and they couldn't tell us the truth of why or what. The vehicle did it.
It committed suicide. It had no will to live. It jumped in front of it.
Yeah, my favorite. A vehicle attack. The vehicle attacked a parade or some crazy shit. It's like, oh, you mean a black guy drove through a crowd or a terrorist?
Yeah.
You know, it's like we can do this new speak too. You know, like they say code for fucking, oh, that was a 30-06. We could say, well, no, that's they got some of the numbers twisted and backwards there.
No,
You
but
know?
my point is, they're going to tell you a 30-06 got stopped by somebody's vertebrae, right? And
Yeah.
it's like, it, I'm sorry, it's like 9/11 all over again. It's like, oh no, aluminum cans with jet fuel will bring
We'll
down
bring down
any
steel.
substance on Earth, right?
Yeah.
Like, no, that's not physics. Sorry, no,
Don't you think
COVID.
don't you think they're so cocky that we all seen what we've seen with our own eyes and they're still like lying to us? It's not like this happened in a back room somewhere and they're lying to us. It was in
Right,
front of
that's the
us.
point.
They
That's
never
the point. You
stop it
can't
though
believe
either.
your lying eyes.
They
Yeah.
never stop it. You can catch them in one and they'll deny it, right, and just move on to another lie. Like, nope, I'm not even paying attention to that lie that I told you that you called me out on. I'm moving on to
I
the
mean,
next lie. I'm telling you.
look at Cash Patel and Bongino, man. Like, they're talking the talk, right? They're one of the boys, right? And then they
Yeah,
get into where they can do some good, and we're all
and
excited.
nothing.
Oh, fuck. Maybe there is a movement happening here, and then it's like, nothing to see here. I seen the file, man. He killed himself. It's like,
Oh, dude, we've been roasting his ass on Twitter. He's gonna have to get off of Twitter here pretty soon because
Mm.
we're just, dude, we are. I mean, it's relentless. Everybody's calling bullshit on him, and it's just crazy.
well, okay. I mean, we can go to the Trump assassination attempt. Was that what they say it was?
At first, I didn't think it was. I thought it was Trump's side putting that on to help it boost his numbers. The first thought.
You think?
That's
I
where
mean,
I went.
so
What a
for
better way to
for
look
for
like a hero than almost getting assassinated. Like that's first
for
thought.
the normies out there that it's like, man, this is too much, man. It's like, listen, just follow the money, right? Just follow the money. That's all you got to do. If you don't have discernment, maybe you're not a street person, or maybe whatever. Uh, just follow the money, man.
Do you know about anything
And you
about
help.
Trump's family cashing in on all these like Doge coins and other
Well, no,
things?
what you just said. His poll numbers were in the tank,
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden,
they weren't.
oh, he's a friggin' a hero.
God
The guy
saved
took a,
me.
a bullet for us. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm sorry, if you got a bullet flying by your ear, right? Your eardrums would be blown out.
I always thought, you ever see that WWE wrestling when they go down and they cut themselves a little bit of a razor blade? That's what
Yeah.
I thought when
Yes,
I
sir.
first saw it. Because
What
I
do you think Trump
never
is?
saw the damage of the ear. Did you ever see the damage of the ear? I never saw it.
Not even a scratch, not even cartilage, nothing.
Nothing.
Zero. His eardrum would have been blown out with the velocity of a bullet flying
Yeah,
that
maybe.
close. Did it nick him? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I,
think the whoever's running the show is I mean, dude, they're truly evil, bro. I mean, think about it. They gotta have to think all this out. It's like getting ready to shoot for a movie, right?
Yep.
I
wag
mean,
the dog,
It's
so
baby.
setting it up the
yeah, it's
story.
so thought out, it's so methodical, it's so evil,
And all
you
the
know.
news channels were covering that event where they weren't beforehand. They got a tip that something big was going to happen here. Of course, it could be Trump's side that's
You
tipping them
think?
off. But
Dude,
yeah.
Trump is an actor. He's an actor. That's what he is.
Oh,
He's an entertainer,
I
right?
mean, yeah, yep.
But I gotta, my battery's running dead, and I gotta get some
Ah,
grub. But I love all you guys,
love
man.
you too, man.
Love you too,
Steve,
brother.
Steve, rest in peace, brother.
Oh yeah.
I do have some more things to say about him. I heard you earlier, Sting, saying you're really mad at him, and
Yeah.
I have a little bit of a regret that I hadn't been in contact with them as much as I should have, and it is what it is. But
Oh, we can both slap him
you
in the
know,
face when we see him next.
I want to let all his friends, families, and acquaintances know he was loved by all,
Mm-hmm.
and it's tragic, and my prayers are with the Myers, and especially Dawn. She is she's the best, man, and please give our regards to the family, Sting, when you see him,
Yeah,
and
I
uh,
will.
I'll be uh, I'll be having a toast. Tomorrow's my birthday, so
Happy
I'm gonna
birthday.
have a toast for Steve and the family and the crew and all y'all. So with that, man, peace out, brothers and sisters. We'll catch you on the next one.
All right, Rev. Thanks. Appreciate it.
All right, Reb.
That was nice.
Yeah, that's and I kind of to maybe parrot or just segue or I'm not segue, but that's why I haven't really said anything because that's kind of the way I feel about it
Yeah.
too. I'm more upset than anything,
Yeah.
but I also know about like people that I either don't know, really, or people that I love, whatever happens after they pass, it's not ever okay to, you know what I mean? It's not about you, first of all, and it's not okay if you ain't got nothing nice to say. It's not, you probably
Right.
shouldn't say anything. But that's the only thing I would say is, yeah, when I found out because. I reached out. I actually messaged Mule. Actually, Mule messaged me on Christmas, and I messaged him back.
Oh, nice.
And also, I had sent him stuff to try to kind of help him out.
Right.
You know, before, and I could have reached out more, maybe, but
Same.
I was definitely reaching out, and you know, would put stuff in there to try to be inspiring. And
Yeah.
yeah, so
Me and
I
Nugs
talked
are
to him on
doing this.
Christmas.
I didn't talk to him then, but me and Nugs were reaching out, doing basically the same thing you were doing, reaching out to him on Facebook. I would call him once in a while. He got to the point where he wouldn't want to talk to me on the phone. He only wanted to send me messages. So
Yeah, that's
yeah,
how he was with me. But he messaged me on Christmas Day. He messaged me Merry Christmas, and I messaged him Merry Christmas, brother. Call me anytime, And I thought
yeah,
right there to call. I thought right there to call him, but I mean, dude, we all have our own shit going on.
exactly.
I got a baby girl. A new
And you
a,
don't want to be
a
too
young
much
baby girl.
on. You don't want to be too much overbearing either, right? I mean, that's just being, you can't be like,
Yeah,
no, you're gonna call me right now, asshole, because that comes across
yeah.
negative. No, and that's
Yeah,
the
you never know. You
that's the
never know how to be because you don't never know that like that's the end of the line for a certain person. Like
yeah.
I don't know. Like there's people like I talked about in the chat before. There's Sap. Like you think about the three people from the Green Dragon: Sap, Mule, and G, and
Yeah.
all three of their voices alone. All three of their voices alone will haunt us. I'm not
Mhm.
saying maybe in a bad way, but you can hear all three of their voices. There's video, so you
Yeah.
can hear it.
Yeah.
But dude, there's nobody that sounds like Mule.
Nope.
Nobody. There's nobody that sounded like Sap, and there's nobody that sounded like G.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
Well, how did G
It's
go?
crazy.
Do you know?
I think he passed from the diabetes complication. He was in
Oh,
hospice. All them chats he was doing, he was in
what?
hospice.
Wow.
And he was another one I reached out
What
to,
a
and he would
trooper,
not.
bro.
Yeah, he's
We
another
as
one I would
men
reach
don't
out
really
to.
share much usually, do we?
No,
Welcome back, Steph.
and I was
Or
reaching
not
out to
Steph, sorry.
G, and we were supposed to get together. You know what I mean? But
What
we
up,
didn't
Meg?
get together. He was doing his thing.
Yeah. Welcome back, Meg. It's just me and Tony and you now. Unfortunately, Rev had to leave. It's been a good chat, though.
Yeah, my battery's about to die too. I'll
Yeah.
stay about 5 more minutes, but
Sounds good, Tony.
yeah, we'll get together. I
I would
mean,
love to do a chat with you, Tony, where we just discuss certain things that's going on. Like maybe we pick a topic one time a week, sit down, have one of these kind of conversations. If it's not on Discord, have a different app, whatever, something that, we can get the video and the audio on.
is there a way that you can stream across all those platforms? Is there a
Yes,
platform
yes,
that lets you stream across multi-platforms?
yes. I use
Or do you have to have all these windows open?
Well, I do have a lot of windows open, but that's because I have a lot of stuff going on. I have a Stream Deck. I have automation to do, like I can change, like I can go watch to the Batcave. To the Batcave?
Yeah. Yeah, well
Well, I
we
can
can
do things.
definitely do something.
I can do something. Yeah, I've been working on it. I'm not super professional, but I'm better than I used to be. That Toby Keith
Oh
song.
yeah.
So I've
Well, you
been.
got to have the person. You have to have the person on the editing and handling all that. No, I mean you got to.
Yeah.
Some person has to
Yeah.
do
No.
all that.
I can do a lot
Yeah.
of that right now. At least, I think once a week I could handle a once a week hour-long
Yeah.
video.
No, I could tell because you can do. I see you, and
Yeah.
you can do a lot of shit I don't know how to do. So.
No,
But
I mean,
yeah,
luckily
man.
when you do it live, we shouldn't have to edit out too much, and the editing's not going to be bad, right? We just do a live 1 hour chat. We discuss a topic. We keep an eye on the clock to kind of, try to keep it around an
Well,
hour.
stuff's getting spicy. I mean, it's always going to
It
be, I
is.
think, dictated. Yeah, it's always going to be dictated by, I mean,
Yeah.
yesterday you had one woman shot by ICE. Today you got two people shot by Border Patrol.
Yeah.
These Democrats are telling these people to increase violence, and I mean, it's not like
It's
is there
open
anybody out there?
sedition, bro. They're calling for open sedition. The mayor of Chicago, I think it was like, we need you all to stand up for for Chicago and keep ICE out of here. I'm like, you're calling for open fucking sedition.
Yeah, and so and think about it too. There's not like a Gandhi figure. Nobody's like in the
Yeah,
middle calling for peace. You know what I mean?
no,
Basically, both sides are ready to hurt each other. They already are in a way,
yeah,
kinda.
no. We're in a soft war of some
Oh,
sort.
yeah, but I'll be honest. You can't impede ICE operations like you're some insurgent. I don't care.
Thank you, old
Blocking
bag.
with cars, blowing whistles, all that kind of stuff. You can't do that. That's the only thing that ICE, the federal government is
Have a
constant
good
in
night,
their
old bag.
constitutional rights. It's constitutional for them to remove these illegal aliens. So anybody that's out there doing this kind of stuff is totally in the wrong. And if you're going to be in your vehicle and even look like you're going to do something to a federal officer when they already had people run over, they already had been shot
Right?
at, all this crazy stuff,
You a
you
dumbass.
know? Yeah, you're
Yeah.
dumb and you're asking for it. And then, the people on the right, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, dude.
What
Fuck
up,
these. I
Gerald
mean, fuck
B?
these communists. So,
Gerald B is in chat. In a minute, Gerald.
yeah,
Welcome to the Dragon.
long time no see.
We're wrapping it up.
Yeah.
Oh man, there's
Well,
so much
shoot,
going on.
you text me whenever you're doing your thing. I mean, I work, so I don't know. I'm usually home by probably 6 or 7,
Well, do
maybe.
you have a schedule that you stream right now that I can? I mean, you might as well pump out your stuff anyway. Anybody who's still watching, we got a few people watching. So, you
Well,
got
what
your
I'm gonna
channel?
do is, yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of just transition to Rumble, even if like building it from the very ground up. But it's just gonna be,
Yeah.
yeah, dude. I'm just gonna. I mean, that's what you gotta do. That's what
Well,
I feel
how
like I
soon are
gotta
you
do.
switching it over? And by the way, the way to stream to multiple platforms is called Restream.io.
Yeah.
Restream.io. I can stream to Twitch. I can stream to YouTube at the exact same time. I can stream to Facebook or I can stream to YouTube at the same time. I could stream to X or I could stream to Twitter, or not Twitter, but like what do you call it? The other very popular Chinese app, TikTok.
Well, I'll
Right?
tell you that what I want to weave in, what I want to have in there too is like scripture in there too, but I
Yep.
want to weave it in. I want to weave it in. I don't want to make it two separate things. I
No,
want
you're.
to, you know what I mean?
I'm a very religious man myself, so no problem with that. We can talk about scripture all as much as you want.
Put the armor on, brother.
Yeah, pretty much, man. That's my only hope. That's the last. That's really the hope, right? For me, is a better
Yeah.
place after this. This is not. This sucks that it's happening to the country, but at the same time, this is not our home. Our home is with God, and that is somewhere else. This world will pass at some point. It's all going to go to shit, and we better get ready with ourselves, with our family, and with God before that day happens. You only got a few moments left, and they're getting shorter and shorter as we look at the world burning and God's second coming closer and closer and closer. At some point, this will end. Where are you gonna be? Yeah.
That's the question. Where are we all gonna be?
Where are we gonna be? Well,
All
I
right,
hope to
brother.
see
Take
Kansas
care.
soon.
Shoot me a text.
I will, man. I'll keep on the text with you. I'll let you know.
All
I'll
right,
try to
man.
set something up.
All right, tell Nugs I said peace.
All right, I will. 100%.
All right,
Bye.
like.
See you. All right, guys. We're gonna wind it up here. All right, guys. Thank you so much. What a chat, by the way. I've been watching chat. Meg has been watching chat. Sorry you jumped in by accident. You're fine. Thanks for being here. Old Bag had to leave. Crap is getting crazy. People are getting in the streets. Bro, stay safe out there. As my good friend Kansas Hillbilly Prepper said, keep your family close. Watch out for that government. I've had a chat running in the background while I was finishing up bitch work. Well, that's good, Gerald B. I'm glad you had it around. You heard the whole thing then. Mindy, Patriot Angel, Rip Mule, yes. Yes, I hope to see him again. I know he was a believer. I also, as a believer, don't believe that suicide is... This is just my own belief. But I don't believe it's an unpardonable. I think that it's not. I've done my own research on that, so do your own on that and come up to your own conclusions. But I don't think that's unpardonable. I think the unpardonable is denying the Holy Spirit. And Mule was a very spiritual man. I had many spiritual talks with him, and I hope to see him at Resurrection Day so I can smack the fucking shit out of his face or kick him in the nuts. One of the two. I haven't decided yet. I'm thinking kicking him in the nuts. I'll probably have to take a number. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be the first one in that line. Hey, what up, HDP? Thank you. Pops Quest. What up, Pops Quest? How are you doing, my friend? It's been a minute. True Blitz. Mindy, remember you back from 15 years ago, following my many YouTube channels. Been a while. Yeah. But you guys make the Green Dragon just as much as the people here in the chat room. I know I don't get to read all your messages. I like to read them all. I love to read the messages, but you know, you can't always. And so you have to pick and choose which ones you read. So I hope I did all right for you guys tonight. Thank you for being here. I'm glad to be your bartender. I had a couple, not too many. Luckily I stopped. I have a little celebration whiskey left, not much. This was from my 50th. It's even engraved. It's hard to see in the light, but 50th birthday right there. There we go. Just doxed myself a little bit, but 50th birthday. That was for a special occasion. I opened it up for Mule. I figured that I drank a lot of that for Mule. Mule is I want to pour one out for Mule. Now, he wouldn't want me to waste the whiskey. Oh, I do love a good whiskey. I gave my friend, I think I gave him also a bottle of that whiskey. I might be wrong, but I know I gave my friend Rev a really good bottle of whiskey. Anyway, I love whiskey. Too much. I gotta get rid of it. Luckily, I'm not gonna drink any more of that until somebody else dies, probably. But as I said, you guys make up the dragon just as much as anybody here in the chat, and it's always fun to be reading your comments, and I love reading your comments. So even if I don't read them out loud, know that I'm reading them to myself. Sometimes I understand them. Most times I do not. Oh no, there's many in that line. Yes, there's probably plenty in that line for sure, 100%. I think I'm going to be pretty far back, but I'll take that. I'll take that cue. I queued at Disney World, okay? If I can queue at Disney World, and by that point, I'm not going to feel no pain. Well, if I don't feel no pain, he might not feel no pain. I hope he feel pain. God's going to let him feel pain just one time, just for a little bit. You know what I mean? I think so. I think just for a little bit, he's going to be like, you know what? I'm going to turn your pain sensors back on just for... Yeah, we got a line forming here. You're going to have some sort of punishment on this one, bro. But, before we end, let me end this in prayer. Dear Lord, thank you so much for these friends, all the people here celebrating Mule, my good friend. I miss him. I'm upset at him. I can't wait to see him so I can smack him around a little bit and tell him how mad I am at him. But until then, I hope you keep him safe with you. I hope you keep everybody here safe. This world has gone crazy. And there's so many things out there that you have to look out for. It's almost impossible to keep track of them all. So we ask for your discernment going forward, that you will be with us in the decisions that we make, that we will call upon you to make those decisions before we make them, that we will take that second to inquire with you if this is your will or if this is my will, and that we will treat each other with love and kindness as much as possible, for that is your will, to love everybody here equally as brothers. We are all supposed to call everybody to heaven to come up with us. And so we all need to be that shining example of you and your loving kindness and your forgiveness of our sins. So I pray this for everybody here in this chat tonight. Thank you, everybody, for being here. May you be blessed. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. And with that, I'm going to end this Green Dragon, and maybe I'll start talking with Tony and seeing if we can't start something up. I think it'd be super fun. Hopefully he's down. All right. So I will be leaving tomorrow to go to Chicago. Well, not Chicago, but to go to the memorial service. I'll try to be there at 3 o'clock to help set up anything you want to set up. If you have questions, I'm going to probably have to talk to Nugs, because Nugs is also, me and Nugs, man. What I don't know, she does. And what she don't know, I know. So we work really well off each other. But I hope you guys will watch that. That should be hope. Now, Meg, I'm not sure. Is that going to be here on the Dragon, or is that going to be on his Mule Team 66? Do we know? I'm pretty sure I can get us into this one, but we'd be logged into Nugs because we don't technically have full access to the Dragon. We only have limited access to the Dragon, so we have to log in as Nugs. We can't log in as the owner, if that makes any sense. I don't know. Give me a call, give me a chat. We're out of here. Peace to you all. I don't really know how to end it other than that. So, God bless. Make sure to keep that family close. Watch out for your gooberment. And live free, baby. Live free. Peace out, everybody. Have a blessed night.